What is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? It's your boy Jay Barry, and I'm back. Yes, we did Final Fantasy VII Remake news number 11, but I'm back, like I promised, with another episode of Speak from the Heart, where we're going to be talking about some major, amazing news that came upon us today from the Xbox side of things. I'm flabbergasted. Okay, but you see the title in the chat. The Xbox is on one. Seriously, XOXO. I just added the XOXO just because. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yo, what is good, guys? Yo, Iron Fist, what's up? Wraith, the Empire, what is good? Yo, Trey BK, what is up, man? Yo, John, what is up, man? Tuka Game, what is up, man? Definitely appreciate you guys coming through, guys. Once again, this is Speak from the Heart, where, you know, we let things out. We don't want no gaming politics in here. I'm not saying that there's going to be some biased opinions in here. Everybody have a difference of opinions. Everybody love a different of platforms. What I'm saying is, Speak from the Heart is an open discussion podcast. You know what I mean? I revamped the podcast so people can get their thoughts out there. You know what I mean? Many times I see you guys in the comment section, click, sending super chat after super chat, click. And here, I was like, you know what? Let me put up a podcast or revamp the podcast to have other people get their thoughts and opinions out there instead of them just click in the chat. But welcome, everybody. Welcome. This is Speak from the Heart once again. Xbox is on one. Seriously, XOXO. Today we got some crazy ass news today. You know, yo, Baltimore's what's good, man? Yo, Vedra, what is up? Where, you know, Phil Spencer with his big head, he came out here, put out a tweet from the Xbox Wire, website, giving us the official confirmation that the Xbox One Series X, I call it Xbox One Series X. I don't give a fuck if you disagree or get mad about it. Too damn bad. Okay, too damn bad. And now they have confirmed 12 teraflops of power. Yo, Persona, what is good, man? Yo, Shient, am I saying that right? Cheyenne, what is up, man? Definitely appreciate you guys coming through. 12 teraflops of power, variable rate shading, hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing, quick resume for multiple games, and smart delivery. We're going to be talking about all those things as they tried to break down these things with the article that we was reading this morning. And I'm going to give my opinions on this, man. I'm also going to be talking about PlayStation and why they so damn quiet when it comes to the PS5. You know, I'm not upset at PlayStation because they are delivering a lot of games that's coming out this year to finish out the PS4. So I'm not upset at PlayStation. I'm just questioning. You have your competitor giving away all this information. They drew the first blood. They shot the first shot. Why you ain't shooting back? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But like I said, guys, this is an open chat, man. Speak from the heart. You guys are more than welcome. The Discord link is in the description below, but I'm going to post it in here as well. Join the Discord. It's going to be an open chat, going to be in the general open chat. So yeah, let me actually share this link, share this out, get people up in here. I know my man Chris is in here already. I'm just going to be sharing this stuff out here. One second. Let me put this in the Discord. And yeah. Yo, JKS Geico, what's good, man? He said Battletoads is going to look good. God tier on 12 teraflops. Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. But yeah, I'm just, I'm going to be questioning PlayStation as well, man. Like, I understood, like, okay, You got Xbox, they revealed a console way earlier than expected with the video game reveal. You know, PlayStation had an opportunity to reveal the console and how it looks at CES, but you know, they didn't have to, in my opinion. But then we had all these rumors, all these people DM me in my Twitter, my Facebook. PlayStation gonna have an event in February. It's gonna be revealing the console, this and that. Then February hits, we getting nothing. We're getting great PlayStation games. I'm not discrediting that at all. Like I said, I'm not upset. I'm just questioning why they so quiet when it comes to PlayStation 5 news. You know what I mean? Yo, True Virgil, what's up, man? Ponies better run. But like I said, guys, this is an open chat. You see the Discord, you see the link in the chat. If you guys want to join, Xbox guys, it doesn't matter, you definitely can join. Just be aware that if you say some dumb shit out your mouth, you will get roasted. Cause yo, we on one. PlayStation fans, we are on one right now, and we not playing around with y'all. All right, so let me join the chat here. I'm in the chat. So if you guys want to join in, definitely you can join in, and we're going to talk about this, man, because you see Ellie in the background. You see Ellie looking up. That's us right now. How Ellie is looking at these confirmed, you know, specifications. This confirmed look of the console. That's us PlayStation fans. That's how we're looking at this news. My man Hustle and Motivate in the building. We'll hustle. What is up, man? That's how we looking at this new. Yo, FC Violet in the building. Yo, FC Violet, what is up, man? He said, shut your ass up, Barry. You know what I mean? I gotta give kudos. I gotta give credit to Microsoft, man. They are definitely being aggressive. This is definitely something that I wanted to see this generation. When it comes to Xbox, that, you know, they're being very aggressive. Microsoft definitely wants to get the hell up out of this generation, and I don't blame them. You know what I mean? I don't blame him at all. Yo, Dizzy, my man Dizzy in the building. What's up, man? I don't blame them at all that they want to get the hell up out of this generation. This generation has been lackluster as hell. It has produced the worst amount of fanboys and fake neutral gamers that I've ever seen this console generation. You know what I mean? Where dudes are just like hardcore Xbox fans is like, I love all consoles. You know what I mean? And they don't play the shit.
But Phil said.
Yo, Persona, what's good, man? What is up? Yo, that's Missy. What's good, man? Yo, my man Support Gaming. What's up? Chris Righteous in the building. I see you, man. Yo, Akantor, what's up, bro? Definitely appreciate you guys coming. Yo, Persona, were you shocked this morning when Phil Spencer laid his hammerhead down on Twitter and put this article out here?
First off, let me start off by saying it feels good to be at my home, away from home.
Absolutely.
J Boy channel, shout out to the Speak from the Heart. Second of all, I took a day, so that's why I'm home.
Oh, you took a day? Yo,
listen, I needed an extra day, man. I woke up and I had like this terrible ass headache. Anyway,
you got the personal day, so it's good. It's all good.
Listen, I got days upon days, so if they get mad, listen, I work hard. Anyway, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little surprised this morning because I do my morning look through Twitter and I seen all these articles and the specs and all this other stuff, and I was just like, whoa. Mm-hmm. We starting a week off like this?
As the position that Microsoft was in when it came to this generation, they're doing so far all the right things to get their fans excited for the next generation.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Doing a lot better.
This is no slight, you know what I mean? Because I'm praising them, but I'm also, you know, giving them the tough love, right? This generation for Xbox has been a bad generation, in my personal opinion. If you like Xbox, cool. Come on the damn show. The link is in the description. Click the link, join the Discord, and talk about why you like Xbox. But this is my opinion here. It's been a very lackluster generation for Xbox. They put out 3 different Xbox systems, and it did not push anything as far as like a dent within the industry when it comes to Nintendo and PlayStation. My opinion, right? But
And the exclusives lineup for the past 3 years have been trash. Keep going.
But yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, if you have a bad generation, you got to push on. What Nintendo did, they had a bad generation with the Wii U.
That's what PlayStation did as well.
They pushed on. PlayStation had a bad generation with the PS3. They pushed on. But well, PlayStation is not so like how the Wii U and how the Xbox is, because with the PlayStation 3 there was still a lot of exclusives coming out towards the end of the generation. You know what I mean? Like the Wii U they got the hell up out of here. Xbox, they want to get the hell up out of here. You know what I mean? So they're doing all the right things that they need to do to get fans excited to purchase their next Xbox console. And you know, these are the things that people look forward to. You know, as a new console generation is coming upon us, you want to hear the hardware stuff. The games is going to get there. I mean, the games is going to be more important, yes, but you want to get those official information, not rumors, because you know we get official information. So now this is a little bit more, you know, concrete. This is a little bit more tangible. So now when the Xbox guys go on their podcasts, you don't got to be doing these what ifs anymore. You have tangible information that you can actually see, that you can actually touch. If you're on your screen, you can touch the screen. It's like, oh look, 12 teraflops. You know what I mean? So that is good stuff right there that Microsoft is doing. But I think they need to do these things. They need to get a little bit bold. They need to get a little bit different so they can excite their fans. And obviously, you can be different, but you also got to deliver. Like, you know, the news got to be on point. So far, them revealing the console has been on point. They revealed the next gen game is on point, and now they're coming out February 24th, super early. We got like 9 more months before the next generation, and yet they're hitting us with you know, more official information. So let's speak on that first. Yeah, who's that?
In turn, that's Hustle Motivate.
Oh, that's Hustle. That's Spartan guy, man. Spartan guy. I know that. I hate the Yachty accent.
Oh, the Almighty. Oh yeah, what's up, man?
Exactly. Yo, can you notice that? Go ahead and stop shut. Go ahead, my free. Yo, have y'all noticed that there was like Sony was supposed to do a show at the end of February, but there's no rumors of it, and then they said Sony could just drop some random info.
Yeah.
Didn't Microsoft just do that?
Yes.
Like Sony did last year with the random news out of nowhere on like a Tuesday, but Microsoft did it on a Monday. Ever wonder why?
Enlighten us.
Yes.
Okay.
Give us the deets.
If y'all didn't know, if you go back and check every Xbox, they revealed their first info has always been released on a Monday. I went back and checked. Every Xbox have had details revealed on a Monday. Did y'all know that?
Nah, I didn't know that. This is news to me.
Yeah, people don't really pay that much attention to Microsoft and Xbox. They always reveal shit on a Monday.
As they shouldn't. I mean, I'm joking.
Yeah, always on a Monday. So this didn't surprise me. Without surprise me when they did the what's the shit when they was like, you buy the game one time and it's they knows
the cross
buy. Knows what. Nah, it was called something in that article where you buy it once and then
smart delivery.
Yeah, that. Where it knows. That's actually very, very smart because
that's cross buy.
That's like an automatic, like I don't know if that's going to be automatic enhancements or whatever, but it said they're going to download whatever version you on. So they made versions already encoded for the shits, and whatever console you have is automatically going to download that version. I think that's very good for them to do because they wanted to do that with Xbox One X with UWP, and it didn't work out pretty much how they wanted to. So a new gen, I think that's the most impressive feature. They got the Vario refresh shading thing. That's cool too because that means like not a lot of stress on the GPU. It can be used for other shit. And then you got ray tracing, DirectX ray tracing, like how they did for Nvidia. They're doing it for their own console. So I think that's really good. Microsoft coming out with the confidence, like, okay, this is what we got. This is what we're going to do for our platform. They keep saying our. Like, they don't care about what Sony is doing.
I'm not going to hate and knock on this. But as far as when it comes
to say what I'm about to say, go ahead and say
smart delivery thing, it's smart for them to have that because especially if you're not going to have like an exclusive for a year or two to this platform, it's going to be
Everything-
you're still giving an incentive for somebody to get the new
The
console.
game.
You know what I mean? The game or whatever. If they buy the game on their Xbox, it will continue over.
Yeah, because right now,
Can I,
crossbar, like they said they didn't care what you bought it on as long as you did buy it. But my bad, go ahead, yeah.
I just want the cross-buy feature, and this is for everybody, not specifically directed at you, Spartan, just for everybody listening. Please don't treat this like how y'all tried to treat crossplay, because crossbuy has been something that has
No,
been,
not cross.
no. Again, this is not directed at you, but I don't want people to view. I don't want people to view this as something brand new. Like, this is definitely something that PlayStation has avidly been doing for a very long time with the Vita, and the PS3 buys and the Vita and the PS4. That's not now the fact that Xbox is incorporating this is perfect. That's great. I'm not taking away any points for that. But you got a lot of people in the community where either they choose not to remember, or they weren't around during that time, or they just I forgot.
They're not gonna remember Persona. They
I know they're not. That's why I want
gaming. They don't remember none of that. That PlayStation
that's why
PS Now is out.
But that's why I want to put that disclaimer out there, because cross-buy has been very prevalent on the PlayStation brand and ecosystem for a very long time. So let's get that straight. But it's good that it's on Xbox. I'm happy that it's there. But I want to ask a question of the panel. Variable rate shading. Can I read that real quick, Barry? Real quick.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it right here. Can you see it?
Yeah, I'm looking at the article too.
Do your thing, boss.
And tell me what this sounds like to y'all.
Before you go, we got my man Hustle and Motivating here. Hustle, introduce yourself real quick, man.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen on the panel, ladies and gentlemen in the chat. My name is Hustle and Motivate. Jay Barry, shout out to you for following me on my Twitch streams. I'm gonna promote all that stuff later. I'm actually excited that Xbox is doing this. I'm not even no Xbox dude, Barry. So I know you saw me playing Persona 5 for the first time, and I'm having a fucking ball with that. So I don't got no sad in it, but I'm happy that like Xbox is finally competing. And it seems like in the industry it seems like the first time that Xbox is being like loved by everybody. PlayStation, I'm not gonna say that they aren't, but it seems like Xbox has a fighting chance next year. That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think these are the steps that they have to take if they want to be indifferent, from the other platforms. You know what I mean? You want to get the information out there first to get people enticed, the eyes on you. We'll see if that happens when PlayStation come out with their news. But as far as Xbox, they're doing all the right jobs, the right things right now, in my opinion, revealing this console, because now you're going to have a lot of people thinking about this console for months upon months, delivering the news early. So it's pretty smart from them. But Persona, go ahead and talk about the variable rate shading, the VRS.
So it says our patent form of VRS empowers developers to more efficiently utilize the power of the Xbox Series X rather than spending GPU cycles uniformly to every single pixel on the screen. They can prioritize individual effects on specific game characters or important environmental projects. This technique results in more stable frame rates and higher resolution with no impact to the final image quality. That sounds like checkerboard. I'm sorry. That sounds like checkerboard to me. So when I was reading that, I was like, isn't this just a fancier word for checkerboard?
Remember, AMD has a patent for that image, the image shit they got, whatever they got, where it boosts the resolution quality of the image, but at a lower resolution. But the graphic looks better. AMD has a patent for that.
Well, let me say this. What I got from that is just a tad bit different, right? Now, this means to me is that there is no excuse why these games can be minimum 60 frames for 4K 60 minimum. Given the specs that we see that are confirmed, there's no excuse. Fuck the 8K shit. It got to be 4K 60 off rip, or at the very least, give us the option. Because if it already look like a PC anyway, and since it does look like a PC, have some of those features there. Like both of those new consoles need to have those features there. Like if you play a game at 30 and then you play it at 60 or higher, if you play on PC like I do, like you notice that difference. You know how fluid it is and things of that nature, man. So there's no excuse now, and you can only assume that the PlayStation 5 will be on. Well, if it's weaker, it's still going to be on par with the One X or Series X rather. Pardon me.
You know what's the funny thing? This is a shot in the dark here. I'm just predicting, right? This is great news that I'm getting from Xbox. Very, very confident that I'm seeing Phil. Who wrote this up? Did Phil write this up himself? Yeah, Phil Spencer wrote this up.
I think he did. Yeah.
Right?
He probably did.
Yeah, he wrote this up. This is bestowing a lot of confidence, right? But throughout this whole thing that I'm reading is that, with the Xbox X, the Xbox One X, they were even more confident, boasting that it was the most powerful console. Here, I have not seen any of that in this article. That. You know what I mean? Like they're showing that they're including like power. See superior balance of power and speed. And this little paragraph right here is just like. Nowhere in this article is showing that and boasting that we got the most powerful console. I don't think they know Microsoft. I don't think Microsoft.
Hold on.
Well, no, I think
waiting on Sony. They're probably waiting on Sony to go ahead and play their cards first. So then, if the Series X ends up being the most more powerful than the PlayStation 4, then best believe they're gonna be talking about how powerful it is and more powerful.
Well, I also think they're keeping their expectations in check this time, just because. If we go back to the beginning of this generation and how both consoles kind of shit the bed, and then we get the mid-gen refreshes, and it's better, but developers weren't really utilizing the full potential of either side. So I think you want to keep your fan base in check, and I think Microsoft learned that kind of being big-headed like that doesn't necessarily bode well if you don't got the content there to kind of show or back it up. I think that's what's most important. Like they tout, them touting it through the Scorpio, like, oh, the most powerful. We got the chip. We got this, that, and the third. And, the Scorpio comes out and, this looks great. That looks great. But, look at the lineup of games exclusive wise on the Scorpio from the launch of Scorpio to now. Is anything on there that lets you know this is the most powerful console in terms of exclusives?
Not yet, no.
Compared to the PS4 Pro.
I'm not talking about that. Like at the end of the day, these specs are very nice. You can't wrong Microsoft.
Yeah.
The specs are great.
Outside of their first party, you can't wrong them for how people is using the console. You know what I mean? Because you have the specs there. You have the whatever the specifications. You have the console there that you can work with and allocate it however you want to allocate with your game. First party, I can blame them for that, but.
Wait.
That's what I'm speaking to, though. I'm not speaking to the third party. I'm speaking to, again, looking at when PS4 Pro was shown and you saw Horizon, how the world looked, and Decima and all this other shit.
Yeah.
Compared to the Scorpio, I think they're keeping their expectations in check until they can really see what their studios are going to pump out. Because realistically, only things we've seen is Hellblade 2 and Halo Infinite.
Yo, they can show. Hold on. They can show off, and shout out to FC Violent because I play this game all the time and I didn't mention it. They really can show off Gears 5, and if it looks 70% as it does on my 2080 Ti, then that ain't nothing to sneeze at. Like that's something that can definitely show off the power with us.
It might, because remember it's already 60 frames per second. So
yep.
Yo, here's a short paragraph that's really good here as far as what Hustle mentioned earlier. 120 FPS support, right? So they're saying that, obviously PlayStation has said this as well. With the support up to 120 frames per second, the Xbox Series X allows developers to exceed standard 60 frames per second output in favor of heightened realism and fast-paced action. Is 60 frames per second the standard?
Yes.
It was always the standard.
It was always the standard. They just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened or how it happened, but since Super Mario Brothers 1, which is a 60 frames per second game, we had that since the Nintendo. And I might be showing my age here, but I'm 34. So I've been playing it, so I don't know why it stopped. And I'm not like a super tech dude, but that was like probably the worst thing that could happen.
Because the people said the Oz couldn't track the increased frame rates
Oh, okay, that's a
all
lie.
bullshit. But I mean,
Definitely a lie.
I think in terms of frame rate, in terms of FPS shooters, first person shooters, I think that 60 frames or higher is definitely a must for any game that has high action, like Call of Duty and things like that. 60 frames being the standard, I think should be there for those that want that, and it definitely should be something going. I mean, you would think it going into this gen, it would have been the standard, but it wasn't. Like the hardware just wasn't there. But I think going into next gen, that's definitely something that, or both consoles need to kind of just let all developers know, like, look, this is what it is,
agree.
and like let that be the law of the land. Nah, that's good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely agree that 60 frames going forward with both of these consoles, or how powerful they're going to be, should definitely be the standard from now on. And then possibly get some games running at 120 frames per second. Obviously, those are going to be like more like probably like the racing games, smaller indie titles and stuff like that. Because going into next generation, if we're getting 4K 30 games, like to me that's an L on whoever makes it, Sony, Microsoft, third party publishers, whoever. If you're making games at 4K 60, 4K 30 going into next generation, that's going to be an L for me, and I'm going to be disappointed. So 60 frames should definitely be a standard, because these consoles are going to be a major leap. When it comes to the Series X specs that was shown today, when I saw it, I was like, damn, that's good. That's a good thing for Microsoft. They're doing way better than the Xbox One when that was revealed, as far as spec wise and whatnot. Because the original Xbox One is like what 1.3 teraflops, I think, or 1.4.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going from that, So you're going from that all the way to 12 teraflops. That's a huge leap. That's a bigger leap than going for the 360 to the Xbox One, or the PS3 to the PS4. That's a much bigger leap.
But also, I think what developers need to know and understand too, because I think people are, and this is just me speculating, but I think a lot of people are getting confused. Like, oh, it's got to be 4K 60. If the 60 frames per second option compromises the resolution, I mean, 1440p at 60 is just it's just as viable. I have a 4K TV.
That's why I played Bleeding Edge at.
But they have
I played Bleeding Edge at 1440 at 60 frames. Like, it looked great.
Well, hold on. The Bleeding Edge thing was locked at 60 no matter what resolution you played it on. So I was at 4K 60, and that was locked at 60 anyway, and I think that was just locked because it was just a beta or whatever. But go ahead.
But I mean, I definitely want developers to kind of understand that if you have to make a compromise of resolution to get frames where it needs to be, again, let the gamer choose. So it's like, oh, if I buy this game and you got 1440p 60 locked or 4K 30 locked, let the gamer choose.
Yo, let me do a few shout outs here. Let me do a few shout outs here. Yo, Predman, what's good, man? Yo, Neverland, what's up? Yo, Farah, what's good, man? Kofi Muta, what's up, man? Yo, Lincoln Clay, my guy, what is good? Definitely appreciate you guys in the chat. I see you guys in the chat. I'll definitely shout you. But go ahead, Chris. Yo, Chris, say your point. Then I'm going to read this little paragraph here, and I'm going to ask y'all a question.
Can I respond to Bari after? Can I respond to you after that?
Me?
Yeah. I was going to say that. I was going to say, I definitely agree. At least if they're not going to achieve 4K 60, then there should definitely be an options for pretty much every game going forward. 1440 or 1800p 60. Because these consoles are going to be, when it comes to like the CPUs, and definitely the GPUs, and even the SSD is going to help it. These consoles should have no problems having a performance option at 60 frames per second, in my opinion.
Hey, Chris, my fault. We got to thank PlayStation for that too. I think the first game they allow those type of options for was God of War, and J-Bar, you can correct me on that one. But they had a performance mode, and then they had the quality mode, correct?
They had it for the old games. They had it for Infamous Second Son. The first game was The Last of Us Remastered, where they let you choose between if you wanted the FPS or you wanted the resolution. But for me personally, I like 60 frames. Don't get it twisted. I'll take it. But if a developer put their game in 30 and that shit looks amazing, I'm not gonna be upset about that. I'm not putting a criteria or a a mandate on these developers as far as the resolution. It depends on, I mean, as far as the frames per second, it depends on specific games, like fighting games, you know, first person shooters, third person shooters. I expect that more to be like 60 frames, but like my RPGs and like, you know, games that doesn't really take that much, like, you know, action stuff, I'm not sweating 60 frames, because like this generation with the Pro,
it should be an option.
I get that. There should be an option. Yeah, I get that. There should be an option. But even like with Neo, God of War, Knack 2, bro, I play that resolution mode, bro. I want to see the glitz and glamour. You know, that's just me specifically. You know what I mean?
I did too.
But let me read this real quick here, and let me know your thoughts on this paragraph here. I'm going to ask y'all a question. Xbox Series, matter of fact, I gotta correct Phil Spencer on here. Xbox One Series X is our fastest, most powerful console ever, designed for the console generation that has you at its center. This means high fidelity gaming experience enclosed in a quiet and bold design.
That sounds like VR.
Let's check out the design, guys. That's a quiet and bold design.
Wait a minute. Closed environment, he said? That sounds like VR to me.
Yeah, he said enclosed in a quiet. No, he's talking about the actual like hardware, the box.
Oh, I'll just say
this is high fidelity gaming experience enclosed in a quiet and bold design with the ability to discover thousands of games across 4 generations, all with more playing and less waiting. Whether it's empowering amazing creators at our 15 Xbox game studios, fueling game discovery with Xbox Game Pass, or expanding what and where you can play with Project xCloud, the Xbox team stands for frictionless pathways between players and the best experience our remarkable art form has to offer. The Xbox Series X represents that same commitment for players who want immediate immersion in games that also look and feel better than ever. Can't wait to share more details about the new Xbox with you in the coming months. What do you guys think about this comments that Phil Spencer have closed this article out with? We're going to go back in section to section and talk about the features. But give me your thoughts.
Sony. That looked like Sony's PowerPoint show they did with PS5 last year. It sounds like that.
Oh shit!
Like with their future, that's exactly what it sounds like. Like we don't have no plans to lock you to one platform.
Oh shit!
You're gonna do streaming. We're gonna have games that take care of it.
Oh shit!
Take advantage of the system itself. It sounds just like that.
You see the Almighty Spartan guy, you being messy right now. You know what I mean? You being messy.
I'm being messy.
We're here to praise Xbox, and you're giving people us the facts. What is going on
I have
here?
to because it's the same shit. And just a reminder. Like, okay.
1 second. We got the legend in the chat, my man Sick Human. Yo, Sick, what is good, my guy? I ain't see my
ain't there. Where?
Sick is in the chat, man. PlayStation Plus podcast. What's good, man? Yo, shout out to Ghost. What is up? Yo, OBJ the Dawn. What is good, my guy?
I see him.
Yo, we also have Jez. Yo, Jez, grind my gears. What is up, man? Yo, Big Avel, what's good? Definitely appreciate you in the chat. Who else am I missing? Predman. I said Predman, right? Who is this? Six Nick. What is good, man? Definitely appreciate you coming through. Yo, Reef Chief, what's up, bro? And we got Brigadier Williams, Wildebeest. What is up, man? Definitely appreciate you guys coming through. But go ahead and continue. My bad for cutting you off.
This is a shot. This whole shit is a shot at Sony. Think about it. They put this shit out at the end of February, which is the same time Sony was supposed to do something. Then they said,
that was
15.
Hold on,
no, that's a rumor. But
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah, rumor,
just like
rumor,
last time.
rumor.
That's why Microsoft, did it. But I know that was a shot at Sony. And think about it. They 15 studios, the reconfirmation of backwards compatibility across all generations. Right now, isn't there rumors of Sony possibly struggling with, are they going to do all PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4 on PS5? Like, everything seems to be like, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. Like they're saying, haha, we're doing this, and we're letting you know, and they not. That's what it seemed like to me.
So, to me, like I get what you're saying, the Almighty Sport, and I do agree with you. Like, but I think it's also a smart move. You know what I mean? You want to
It's
counter.
very smart.
You want to
Like,
counter
fine.
what the other your quote unquote competitor, even though they said they ain't competing with PlayStation. You want to counter
Yes.
what they're doing as well. Like I feel like this article right here, this is what he should have said when he introduced the Xbox One Series X at the Game Awards. Like this right here is what they need to push as before this console comes out. They need to push this every month. Every month you need to be explaining and showing this, that you have Game Pass, you have xCloud coming, you have the 15 developers to pushing this hardware for their consumers. That's what is going to get people over there. But once again, the games also have to be good. But you know what I mean? These are good quotes that they're saying right now to get people intrigued into this platform, in my opinion. But yo, let me shout out one second. Yo, Lavon, what's good? Yo, Vampan, what is up, man? Yo, up Chuck Gaming, my guy. TOA building the boys. I said TOA building the boys. TOA boys in the building. What's good, man? And plus Ultra, what's up, man? But go ahead.
Barry. Also, if he would have said that at the Game Awards, wouldn't I have given Sony time to add something that, you know, because they did say they form a VRS.
To be honest with you, this is what I feel. Xbox went ahead and revealed what they had to reveal at the Game Awards because they know CES was coming. Where they probably thought PlayStation was going to announce something for PS5. You know what I mean? Even though I know Phil Spencer, he went in that podcast and was saying that, you know, somebody came up and said, let's be bold. It was a good move. But I do feel that they had some type of inclination that there was going to be some announcement, or thought there was going to be some announcement. So let me get on top of PlayStation. Here with this article as well, I feel like they want to get on top of PlayStation because PlayStation might be revealing something soon as well. You know what I mean? So we'll definitely see.
Okay, I'm done.
But anybody else thoughts on this paragraph here?
All right, yeah, I'm gonna just jump in here now. That was the most gangster shit you ever read, Jay Barry. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man.
You heard the lisp? You heard the lisp?
I heard it all. I heard it all.
Man.
I'm more proud. Like I'm more happy that like one company is pushing another company to do certain things. Somebody mentioned, I think it was Persona or Chris maybe. They mentioned like the problem with PS or with PlayStation's backwards compatibility. It's only with the PS3 because of the cell architecture and everything. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry about that. My apologies. My apologies. PlayStation is gonna fix that. I mean, I don't know anything. I don't have no sources. I'm just taking a guess. But I will bet you dollars to donuts that PlayStation is gonna make all of this shit just like Microsoft, so they can offer the same thing for both of those boxes. I truly appreciate. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was burping.
No, I was saying that. I think so too. My bad.
No, I truly can appreciate the actual level of competition here, and forget them competing with each other for a minute. I mean, they're competing with PC as well. We all heard Phil Spencer say they're trying to reach however many, billions of gamers. PlayStation trying to do the same thing, man. Maybe they didn't come right out and say it, but these new consoles have pretty much, like, they'll have like PC specs or PC capabilities. Even if it's like PC Lite, it don't matter. Like, as long as you can get over 60 frames and you get over 100, because it's going to be good. And it's going to be good for the consumer. And them joints going to be $400-$500. Man, look, everybody's not gonna hop on PC, man. My brother's one of them. He do not like PC whatsoever. I love the shit, but when it don't work, like, you got to figure out a fix for it. At least with PS5 and the Xbox Series X or whatever it is.
Support to one of my Sony soldiers,
just your crash,
man.
you just cut it. You'll just restart the app and it'll restart the game and it'll just pop back up. Like, that's the most gangster shit that ever, man. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm excited, man. I'm definitely excited for November. And real quick, and I'll make this the last thing. Make sure it's the last thing I say. As far as how they're revealing stuff and everything, PlayStation, I do want them to come out and say something, but I don't want them to spill like the whole fucking kit and caboodle. Because it's rumored that there is an Xbox meeting in April rather of this year. This is by Randall Thor, and I'll take that man word for it. But it's rumored that it's going to be a meeting showing off everything with the Series X. So maybe PlayStation's just lying in wait. Maybe they're just waiting.
Yeah. Before we go, shout out to Rafe the Emperor, man. Definitely appreciate the donation. He says showing support to one of my Sony soldiers, man. I definitely appreciate the $2 donation, bro. But yeah, go ahead.
Hey,
one of the things.
Can I ask you something first? Does anybody remember when Phil also said in that same past interview that the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X would match the PlayStation 5 on power and performance? Anybody remember that?
Yo, he does mad
Nah,
interviews,
he said
man.
that?
I can't quote it.
Okay.
If you got the article, pull it up, the Almighty. I'll share it.
Okay. In terms of what he's saying, it sounds good. It does. It sounds very enticing to those that are willing to buy a brand new console to play old games. My whole thing about this is, for people that already own the game, right? So they still own the Xbox OG collection. Can they just put the disc in, or do they have to rebuy the game? Everything sounds good on paper with what this guy says, but I'm looking between the lines, because on PS Now, on PS Now, they've got, not PS Now, on Game Pass, they've got, all those Xbox games and things like that are there that you can only play on Xbox. You can't play that stuff on PC.
Yeah, they got two different.
And the two different ones, whatever. Listen, after the shit I went through with this Bleeding Edge, fuck all that shit. In terms of PlayStation offering from PS1 to PS4, we know PS4 is more than likely going to be a definite. In terms of PS1 to PS3, if they say, okay, we'll put all those games into PS Now, or they'll throw those games into the store for people to buy, whatever, will that suffice? Because essentially, Phil Spencer is saying the same thing here.
Yeah.
My question is, will that suffice?
This is just good features to have to give people confidence to move forward. You know what I mean? Like,
old games is giving you confidence to move forward, Barry?
The library that you have bought, with this generation, you will feel
in terms of PS4, yes.
Yeah, you will
in terms
feel
of PS4,
good.
yes, but that's definite.
That it's coming to the next platform as well. You know what I mean? That's just giving you that more confidence, like, okay, I can purchase this console here and not be set back. Like, when people bought the Switch, right? The Switch didn't have backwards compatibility. You had all these games. Well, if they supported the Wii U, like me, I had a lot of digital.
You had to rebuy them.
I had a lot of digital games on the Wii U. It didn't carry over to the Switch.
You had to rebuy them for $60.
I had a lot of those games that was in the virtual console thing that they had, where you could play the GameCube, you could play the 64 games, the NES games, the Nintendo game. I had a lot of those games on the Wii as well. Then it transfer over to this here. Now you got to pay those. But now when you confirm and officially give the news that your game is going to carry over with you, that's giving people more confidence to buy the play. Yo, Gaming Addict, what's good, man? What is up? Definitely appreciate you coming through, man. But like I said, these are just good things to say to selling your console. Like, I have no issue here with anything you said, but this is the question I want to ask you guys, because this is Speak from the Heart, right?
Okay.
This is Speak from the Heart, right? What?
Indeed it is.
What? Are you guys jealous with the news that came out today for the Xbox One? Digging your pony. This is for the people that are highly favored on the PlayStation side of things. Put in the chat right now. These guys are going to answer real quick. Are you jealous of this news that Xbox is dropping?
Nah. Only thing I'll say is, I'm glad that Xbox is putting this news out there so that we don't have to play the what if game. In terms of PlayStation, I feel like I'm actually starting to get annoyed with all the rumors with them, because it's annoying now. Like, I'm tired of seeing this shit on Twitter. Like, it's to the point where I want them to kind of just fuck an event. Like, just put the shit out there, or put some variation of the information out there, so that it can quench the thirst. Because realistically speaking, a lot of people, and I say a lot of people, are waiting to see what PlayStation is going to do. And at first, I'm looking at it like, yo, this is, they trying to build the hype, the tension, PlayStation silence is golden, patience, blah, blah, blah. That's all good and dandy. But then, when you get too quiet and you don't really speak on things, you get people putting out misinformation that just, the amount of misinformation that's been getting thrown around since January, it's like, PlayStation has to come out now and say something.
Are you sure it's really misinformation?
Yes, because it's not confirmed. Nothing's confirmed. Until it's confirmed, it's misinformation. Say it again.
What if the stuff we see, some of it is true, and they don't want to say it?
Can you say without a shadow of doubt that it's true?
No,
then it's misinformation.
I know. I'm saying I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, why do you think they sound? You think any of it is true?
I think some of it may be true.
They took down a post recently that had their shit being 12.6 teraflops. They took that down, and they took down the articles about them having trouble with cooling. So they didn't take down nothing else. The 9.2 teraflops, all of that shit is still there. But the one that says they're more powerful, they took that one down. So I was just wondering, like, what if some of the shit is true and they just don't want to say it?
I don't want to walk around wondering anymore, Spartan. That's my only thing. I hear you and I agree.
Facts.
Like some of the shit may be true.
You can't handle the truth.
See, that's but that's the thing. Like it's like some of it may be true, all of it may be true, all of it may be wrong. It's like at this point, and it's crazy because we're going into we're going into March. Like we still got 10 months to go, and it's like, yo, like they're too like you got to say something at this point.
Yo, we got sick in here.
It's getting
in the Discord.
We got sick in here. PlayStation Plus podcast. PlayStation Plus podcast. PlayStation Plus podcast. Drop the beat.
What up, Sick? Yo, Sick, you been MIA, boy. God damn.
Hey, yo, Sick,
the Twitter streets miss you, boy.
No, I ain't been MIA.
I'm kicking shit.
I know you've been streaming.
He been streaming, but on Twitter, I don't see him on Twitter, and I'm
Twitter streets miss you.
CB gaming, like he's saying.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like a lot of that shit that I told my wife, I was like, man, this shit is wasting my time. Like, cause I find myself when I'm at work, I'm looking at Twitter. When I'm doing shit that's important, I'm looking at Twitter. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why am I wasting my time with this shit? And honestly, again, like I said, it's too many fake motherfuckers out there, bro. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, when I say certain things, it's because it's true. Like, I can't vibe with a lot of these motherfuckers because niggas just want to be a part of something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a groupie ass nigga either. But in regards to the stuff, because I'm not gonna be here too long. Mm-hmm. Wow, more rumors, and well, I guess this is facts, right?
More official news.
Yeah, this from the mouth of Phil Spencer.
Yeah, this is
portable safe.
Mm-hmm. Now, what does this change? It doesn't change a single thing because we still don't know what PlayStation is doing. I never cared about what Xbox is doing. Xbox could put out a 15 teraflop box. It doesn't mean a fucking thing to me because this generation was very telling. And everybody laid on power and not games. We had so many people in this community that instead of talking about new games that's coming out, these motherfuckers is talking about new boxes that's coming out. They put no emphasis on Microsoft to make any good games. These niggas just went with whatever Microsoft did. Sea of Thieves was a terrible fucking game. Is a terrible fucking game.
Not like this.
And no. And niggas stood on that. They stood on that. This game is just so fun. Oh man, I can't wait to get the fuck out of here. This game is the first game that ever put me to sleep, nigga. This shit was boring, nigga. Let's stop with the fuckery, dog. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's like whatever Microsoft says, these niggas is gonna follow them like sheep anyway. You know what I'm saying? And the sad part about it is I realized that Microsoft even had us keeping them relevant, talking about how bad their shit is.
True.
Literally.
True.
Which is why I was like, damn, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, like I said, I don't really care what they're doing because it doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of the games, if I do want to play the games, I'll play it, but I'm not going to buy an Xbox Series X to do so.
How many of those 12
it doesn't make sense for me. But for y'all, if you want to stand on that, I'm just a console dude, and you know, I hate
already
PC
given,
and
but
yada
the
yada
most
yada.
important info still missing.
This will be the console for you then, right? Because y'all care about is multiplats, right? So it don't matter if they have any exclusive games that are really good, right? It doesn't matter if they have any games that take advantage of the power, right?
I'm sure that's coming.
This is what I get from it. As far as
hold on. I'm sure that's coming.
I'm sure that's coming. They just acquired.
Who is that? Who is that?
My name is
Oh, what's up, nigga? Okay. weren't we sure about that this generation too? We've been sure about that since Xbox, since 2013. We've been sure about that. Every E3, we was sure about that. We even said, let's wait into the next E3. Oh, they're trying to get the hardware right. 2017, let's wait to E3. Let's wait to E3 to the point where niggas said, nah, just wait till the next generation. All right, you keep waiting, homies.
Well, first of all, I'm having fun with Gears 5, just like I'm having fun with Persona 5 and Uncharted Lost Legacy.
That's a lot of fun.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't get off, like, I know where you coming from, Sick, but I don't get off on all that. All I'm saying is, listen, one of them new studios is rumored that they're working on Perfect Dark remake. I'm looking forward to that. And I just want to see what the new Ninja Theory game is, that single player game, not Bleeding Edge. Bleeding Edge ain't that's not what it is. But I'm looking forward to. Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. But anyway, I'm just looking forward to seeing everything, come together for Microsoft. I mean, fuck, we need more competition in the marketplace, whether you're a PlayStation guy or not. Yeah, PlayStation need to be pushed by Nintendo and Microsoft, and vice versa.
Well, let me get this. Let me get this super chat out of the way first. He said, my man Vedger with the Seek 119 Seek.
What's up, Vedger?
He said, what is the OS plus APU memory bandwidth for the Series X? How many of those 12 teraflops are utilized for the games only? Like most of these specs was already given, but the most important info is still missing. That's what he pretty much wanted to say. Yeah, I mean, everything that was saying.
Whoa. Hardware, period. What does that matter?
Well, what do you mean?
It didn't matter this generation, and it's not going to matter the next generation. The most popular fucking platform out there right now is the Switch, which is what, 1 teraflop?
It's
less than 1 teraflop. I don't know why y'all so enthralled with this teraflop shit. And I don't know how any of this information sounds good for Microsoft. Like, hey, yeah, we skipped out on games. Don't worry, guys. We got you more hardware.
Yo, Sick, let's be real.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I agree there. Like, we all want to see Microsoft do good, right? We all want to see them compete and put out exclusive, high quality games and all that other shit. Bar none. But we have to look at the past here. This generation for Microsoft has been very, 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 very lackluster. So going into next generation, it's impossible for you to be as confident. Not saying that you can't be excited. You can feel however you want.
It isn't impossible.
No,
look around you.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying here with this news right here. This is good news in my opinion for Xbox fans that have been, kind of out of it. You know what I mean? Like these guys have been pretending to be neutral gamers.
What to keep them motivated?
But they had power already, literally since 2017.
Hold on, let me get it out. Let me get it out. Pause. No homo. Let me get it out.
Why?
But this is what I'm saying is good news, because what Microsoft is doing, they're getting their information out there and a little bit more steady information out there before PlayStation. That's why people is like a lot of things that Vedger said in his super chat. This is a lot of things being confirmed information. You got new information here with the smart delivery. No, I think the smart delivery was already mentioned as well, right? No, the smart delivery is the cross buy.
No, this is new.
Yeah, they gave it a terminology now as far as what they're calling their cross buy, right? And they just re-verifying all the information that they've been saying throughout these multiple of interviews that Phil Spencer was going on in one compact article. In my opinion, this is smart. This is smart things. This is a good move on Microsoft them to do. But the reason why it's so good, and also in my opinion, is because right now PlayStation fans, and I'm not saying that I'm upset at PlayStation, but when it comes to Microsoft that's revealing their stuff first, you going to look over to the side that you prefer, but like, yo, are you going to say anything? Or are you going to answer back? And Microsoft, in my opinion, Xbox, they're just ahead of PlayStation as far as delivering the next generation news. Now, there's a counter argument to that, because PlayStation
Sony
still have a lot of
year. stuff.
I mean, they did that. They did. I'm not disagreeing with that, but it's still vague information. You're getting a little bit more here information with Xbox, and you got a console reveal and a controller reveal. You know what I mean? But I think part of it as well is us listening to a lot of the rumors and stuff like that, where it gets us on edge when there's the stuff that is being rumored, these events is not happening. But here at Microsoft, you're getting official numbers, and on PlayStation, you're still getting rumors. Oh, not numbers, but you're getting official information, and PlayStation, you're still getting rumors. That part right here got me a little bit. I'll be honest, I'm a little jealous, man.
So you're more captivated by the announcements than what the offering is?
No, I'm not getting an Xbox Series X.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying because I mean, if we want to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges, what are you looking forward to on the Xbox as far as like games?
Not like the game. I get the game standpoint. I'm not even like mentioning that part because that part is still unknown in my, from what I've seen, that got me enticed outside of probably Hellblade 2. But I guess my whole argument, honestly, Jay Barry, my whole argument is I would be excited had they given me something this generation. Yeah, this generation.
About.
But this what I'm saying, they're sick. They know they messed up this generation, but now they're giving
they announced more hardware.
Yeah, they're giving the proper news to get people excited for because they want to get the hell up out of this generation.
What is the proper news?
This news,
Xbox One X was supposed to be the biggest news at that time, right?
But that's still in
and
this
now
generation.
3 years later, or 2.5 years later, it'll be 3 in November. Now we excited for more hardware.
But this, they want to get out of this generation.
No, and they do. But I'm just saying.
I'm just saying that this information here, for those people that were probably weary, or anybody, whoever's going to get an Xbox
weary
Series X,
of what? Weary of Microsoft could have came out.
That's what I'm saying.
Microsoft could have came out and said that they gonna give you a pair of training wheels with the goddamn Xbox One, and them niggas would have been happy.
Yeah, of course. But
they are happy at whatever. They are happy at whatever Microsoft says, whatever they say. The problem is we don't hold them accountable for any of the shit that they did this generation.
Huh? Okay, so I think you're talking about a specific.
Did we hold them accountable? How can we hold them accountable? How are we holding them accountable is the question. By getting excited for the new hardware they're going to put out. Oh man, can't wait to see what they're going to do. Shit. Yeah, I know they didn't do anything since fucking 2015, but fuck.
Let me just say this. In terms of the actual hardware for both of these consoles, as a person who is in the PC game, and once they announced Ryzen 2 and the Navi technology, I said, all right, cool. We should be definitely straight on 4K, and we should be straight on higher frame rates than normal. That was all I really needed. One of the better things that they're offering now with both of these consoles is like the NVMe solid state drive. And if you play it on PC, you know how quick those download speeds are, and it's certain things that you don't have to worry about, like game loading and shit like that. You don't have to worry about that no more with the new consoles. And I'm more excited for like technology. So
tell me this.
Push. Go ahead,
tell me this, Hustle and Motivate. Is that a good thing, really, though?
In terms of download speeds and being impatient?
No. The reason why I'm telling you this is because the NVMe that they put in there is probably going to be max, maybe 1 terabyte, right?
Okay.
And this is just speculation because, again, I don't know. Because I don't really know.
I'm switching that out day one.
Now, no. But see, if you do that, you're going to fuck yourself up.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Well, Microsoft, if you get an Xbox Series X, I don't think you should switch it out. Like PlayStation most likely will probably have that option.
No, because remember, it's special SSD technology.
That's on both of those.
If you remove it, now you just remove what was special. Nobody thought about that shit though.
But I think you'll be able to add on both of these new consoles. I think that you'll be able to add an NVMe drive yourself. But go ahead, finish, please.
So you think that they're gonna? Okay, so just speaking about PlayStation, because that's what they're trying to stand on, and this is why I've always been weary about what the fuck they've been saying. Because okay, you get the special NVMe SSD super load in 0.1 second, right?
Okay.
So now you've just taken away external drive compatibility, really, because if you're not running the game from that NVMe, then you're not going to experience that performance increase.
Well, hold on. Okay, and maybe somebody on the panel can correct me. I thought they said they were doing away with that anyway because it's on an NVMe drive, and they said that they would have problems from a hard drive, a normal HDD.
Yeah,
to
but
the
that's not a good thing for PlayStation fans at all. Because on all of my PlayStations in my house, I have like 8 terabyte hard drives.
Oh,
And that's because of all of the different games that I have downloaded and stored on those. Now, with the NVMe, doesn't that make it makes it a situation where it's not going to be the best scenario for a person who does play a lot of games? Because it's going to be either you can use an external hard drive, but anytime you want to play that game, you're going to have to move it over to the NVMe, and maybe they're going to have a process for that.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless you buy an SSD external.
Yeah, but even the SSD external is not going to make a difference because it's still being used via USB 3.0 or 3.1 if they decide to go with it, or maybe even 3.2. Who knows? They might jump out the window with that.
Sick.
But I don't believe
didn't
that.
Microsoft confirm their USB ports in this article? Sick.
Why would they? Why would they? They didn't need to. They gave y'all just enough information for you to talk about it. I ain't gonna even lie. I get all the gaming news to my phone. I don't even know how the fuck Google know this shit, but they send me all of this fucking news.
Information.
Bro, I've been looking at my phone, rolling my motherfucking eyes like, what the fuck, man? I'm not talking about this shit. I don't care about this fucking
It's a
bullshit.
microphone.
Nah, like this news right here, it definitely threw me off because I was thinking like Microsoft going to wait a little bit, but I personally, like the information that was given here, you have new information here, but I just like how everything is compact in one article where you don't have to go through, going through the whole internet to find and these interviews to find Phil Spencer saying these stuff. You have everything in a compact article where it's official.
You like the way they convey the message.
Yes, that's why I think is good for Xbox, because it's coming off of this generation, it's a bad generation, but this information and how they're giving the news out is giving me like, okay, they're going to compete a little bit better here with the Xbox Series X.
Bragging rights.
It comes down to the games. It comes down to the games as well. So
not only that, but Phil Spencer said themselves that they're not trying to compete. So who are they competing with being first? Like the messaging with Phil Spencer has been.
Well, they said Amazon.
You may be right.
No. Maybe they're not competing to be first. Maybe they're just putting the news out as they see fit.
I mean,
I think they're trying to be first. They're trying to get ahead of PlayStation.
You still have to be calculated in some way.
But here's the thing: no matter what they do, they're gonna be first because Sony is fucking radio silent.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that I was complaining about even before. I'm like, hold on now. Okay, look, you've been silent for like the last fucking 3 years, my nigga. Like you've been showing us the same fucking 3, 4, 5 games for the last 3 years. So
let's segue. We here.
And see that's the thing. When I bitch at Sony all the time, but fuck niggas only hear me when I'm talking about Xbox. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't really understand it and I don't get it. But Sony, I feel like Sony is afraid of something. I'm not saying that they're afraid of Microsoft, but they're afraid of something. Now, I wrote it off as they just want to release their games, right? They just want to release their games and they don't want to fuck up the release of their games with announcement of the PS5. Because if they announce the PS5 and announce it's backwards compatible, a lot of motherfuckers is going to look like, you know what, I'll just wait for the PlayStation to come out. You know what I'm saying? Because even with Cyberpunk, right? When people know that it's delayed to September, a lot of people like, I'm just wait till
but that's why
next gen console.
I feel like that's why the delay happened anyway, so they had to capitalize off that.
Oh yeah,
like, all that extra development bullshit and all that.
Yeah, because
that
they only announced that
bullshit,
news for Microsoft as far as the whole smart delivery. They haven't said anything with PlayStation.
I think they didn't say anything because PlayStation hasn't said anything yet. I think they're waiting on PlayStation to say something, and this is why. This again goes back to why I'm saying that PlayStation needs to speak up in some way, because even though I don't really see the hype behind CD Projekt Red as a studio, a lot of people do. So this news, like I was looking at a lot of people comment about this news all day, and I'm just like, a lot of people will buy the game on there just for that feature, even if they don't like the game, or even if they never played a Cyberpunk game in a CD Projekt game in their life. They'll still buy it where they feel it'll be quote unquote most consumer friendly, even if they don't even have, even if they're not even willing, even if they're not going to buy an Xbox Series X.
What are we talking about though? I feel like
we're talking in terms of
news that CD Projekt delivered when it came to their Xbox Smart Delivery feature. If you buy a game, pretty much it's cross-buy. If you buy a game on one platform, you're going to get it on all of the Xbox.
You'll get an upgraded version on the Xbox Series X for free.
Yeah,
that's great. By the way,
yeah, it's good.
Really,
that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, but I hate the. Never mind.
Wait. Okay, so I just want to understand this correctly. So CD Projekt Red, who said they have no intentions on doing an upgraded version for the next gen consoles,
they lied.
said if you buy, they did this with The Witcher 3
They did say that, but again, CD Projekt Red is the love child.
Yeah, but they did this with The Witcher 3 too, right? So with The Witcher 3, they said there was no plans, like when the Pro came out, we're not doing any. And then as soon as the Xbox One X came out, they here we're doing these enhancements. And for the PlayStation, we'll do something for them too.
Giving them money on the low.
No, they just always been cool with Microsoft, just like Bethesda. So
but they're not doing nothing for free. Like they're definitely getting something on the side.
Yeah,
and I think they have the
Cyberpunk has the marketing deal with Xbox.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
So now, of course they're gonna do that.
What does that mean? What does that mean when it comes to like the PlayStation? Are you saying that the next PlayStation isn't gonna? I mean, I'm not planning on buying this game on PlayStation anyway. I'm getting it on PC. But are you saying that the people who buy it on PlayStation aren't going to get that upgrade feature for the PlayStation 5?
I'm saying is we don't know. They only announced that type of specific feature with Xbox. And there were people.
Well, they withheld HDR and they withheld a 1080p version on the Pro with higher frame rates.
So sick. Hang on. So I didn't mean to cut you off. My fault, pimp. But by the sound of that, it sounds like both of these consoles, and I've been saying this forever, both of these consoles are pretty much going to be the same. They're going to have subtle differences, but it sounds like that difference, the way it's going to automatically upscale like you were doing like PC gaming, it sounds like that's going to happen with both of these consoles, which is a very good thing, by the way, which is super good. Like, I love that. I love that one company is pushing another, and they're going to have the same features, so we all win as consumers.
I think PlayStation was going to have.
But see, the thing that pisses me off about that is
nothing is announced. That's all it is.
I mean, well, yeah, I guess
you're not going to have like three exclusives, 3, 4, 5 exclusives coming out. Then the PS5 come out the same year. You're not going to have the same feature as cross-buy.
I mean, I really do believe that they're going to give you like a free upgrade to the version on the PS5, and I think Sony's going to push for that simply because I mean, come on, like. You just put these games out and now you got a new system dropping and now you want people to pay for another version of it. I don't think that that's going to fly.
Yeah, but
however,
I think we'll see that for
a lot of people's going to push that PlayStation is anti-consumer and they're not having announced this feature.
But you already see it now though with people. They were saying that this is so pro-consumer, not having to pay, blah blah blah, and I'm like.
But niggas are stupid. They've shown that they've been stupid this entire fucking generation.
I agree.
There's no listen. I don't care about what they say with the anti-consumer shit. They're going to push whatever agenda they feel is necessary to boost their platform to wherever they want their platform to be. So you got to stop worrying about what the fuck these knuckleheads say, because again, these are the same people who tell you that exclusives are anti-consumer.
But see, Sick, I agree with you 100% on that. But I also think we can't underestimate the voice behind these knuckleheads.
Yeah, but I don't care what happens with these next generation consoles. I feel like Sony was dumb as fuck for even capping or giving up to that crossplay shit. Like right then and there, you showed the chink in your armor.
That happened off of again misinformation,
and that's fine. They don't know how to run their business. That's fine. Let somebody else run your business into the ground for you. At this point, that's how I feel about PlayStation, because again, PlayStation, they seem like they don't know what to do and how to do it and when to do it. They seem scared. I'm not finna be a fucking PR firm for these fuck niggas. Like, do what you do.
Yeah.
It ain't never about being a PR firm.
At this point, look, the only console I'm looking forward to is the PlayStation 5 out of all of this shit, right? And maybe the next Switch if they make a more powerful Switch, right?
Yeah.
But But at the same time, fuck these niggas. They felt like they didn't have to say shit to us for the last fucking 3 years, bro. Like, why the fuck do I care about the way niggas spin shit? They spinning this shit because you silent, because you shut the fuck up and you're not saying anything.
No, but
so
see, that's where the problem lies, though. Sick.
Exactly, but that's a problem. That's the problem with their business. We can't tell them how to run their fucking business.
Yo, so let me ask Chris this: where is PlayStation, Chris?
You talking about Chris Righteous?
Is there somebody else talking?
Yeah, Chris is here. Yeah, he's here.
Oh, he was quiet. I didn't hear him talking. I'm like, who you talking?
Nah, I was just listening.
Nah, I'm just.
Oh, go ahead. Escape. You cut out.
No, what was the question, Bar? You said what?
You see it right here. Where's the PS5 news? Like Sick have been saying, PlayStation is giving these guys, you know, the I'm talking about the extremists. They're giving these guys the ammo to spew all of this news that, you know, PlayStation is going to be anti-consumer. They're not going to be doing this. They're letting the competition set the narrative. They're being too quiet. Where's the PS5 news? Where's PlayStation in general?
Them niggas nervous, bro. I'm telling y'all, man. It's like also.
I think going back to what Sick was saying about them being nervous about something. I think they're mainly nervous about what they're gonna price the console.
Why?
At. You know what I mean? Because why?
Because they want to price it at $500.
Think about it. If it's
if they price, hold up, let me finish. If they price the console at $500, right? And it turns out that the Series X is more powerful and it's at the same price. That can potentially, you know, somewhat hurt the narrative, you know, because Xbox is going to come in with, you're going to get the PlayStation 5 at the same price at $500, but we're more powerful. You know what I mean? Or they can price it at $400 to make it more appealing to you know, a wider audience, but then they're going to take a loss from each console sold. So I think that's where they're probably being a little bit nervous at. But going back to what Sick was saying about what does this change? Is it going to matter? Going off of the history of Xbox this generation, they haven't given us a lot of confidence, you know, a lot of confidence in them to be excited for. At least for me, at least the type of games that I like to be excited for their future going with the Series X. I know they bought a lot of companies, or they bought a lot of developers and whatnot, right? But we still need to see what those developers are going to put out. So when it comes to that, yeah, I mean, we already know that PlayStation is going to deliver, right? But I think that them doing this is a much better rollout than what they were doing at the beginning of this generation with the Xbox One. You know what I mean? They're not compromising on the console as far as specs like they did with the Xbox One, was forcing the Kinect inside the box and making it $500. You know what I mean? They're being a little bit more transparent than what they were before with the Xbox One. So I think Sony needs to just come out, man, and be transparent with us, because they've been quiet.
Come out the closet.
Yeah, they've been quiet. They've been quiet. Hold on, they've been quiet a little bit too long for at least my taste. It's not me being impatient. It's just me being like, okay, Sony, you've been pulling out all these events, right, for good reasons. And Microsoft had just been, you know, giving us more information. So I think Sony needs to come out, like, you know what I mean, very soon, and just let us know, hey, this is what's going on with the PS5. These are the specs, and you know what I mean. We already know Sony's going to deliver with the games. You know what I mean, and hopefully Microsoft does. But that's just how I feel about this whole thing. But yeah, we definitely need more information on the PlayStation 5.
And think of it like this, because this really is two sides of a sword. It's a double-edged sword. Because,
talk about it, Persona.
Huh?
I'm not saying you should go ahead.
And the reason why I say that is because I want you guys to think of it like this. On one end, it's good that Microsoft is being vocal, blah, 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 whatever. But then on the other end, Microsoft needs to be more forthcoming, because they are in third place and they're getting their teeth kicked in. Their teeth kicked in.
Lisp.
I done spat all over the mic. But you also have to think of it like this, because you know we look at PlayStation like, oh, PlayStation is the leader.
We're not gonna pause that though.
Pause. PlayStation is the leader. This gen, the market leader, they're doing so good. So you know, PlayStation may be getting a little cocky. And you have to look at it like this. If you are a championship fighter, right, and you hold the title, and you got some bum spreading dirt. Oh, this guy, he's scared to fight me. He don't want to fight because he's scared he's gonna lose. Blah blah blah. And you're not saying nothing. After a while, the public gonna look at you and say, "Well, he want to fight. You so good, yo. Let's go. Let's get into the ring and see what's up." You got to defend your title.
That's the plan for Microsoft all along.
But that's what I'm trying to say. That's why I'm saying it's a double-edged sword in this situation, and why you don't want the loser to control the narrative, and why I'm saying that PlayStation needs to start speaking. They need to start speaking up, because if you let the loser that's challenging you for the title control the narrative, your fans are going to look at you and say, "Oh, well, you must be weak. You don't deserve that title. You don't deserve that belt. You got to give it to him. He got more heart. He ready. He training. He in the gym. Let's go. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever." Look.
I agree.
I ain't trying to get Kyle Drygold out here. You feel me? Rocky 4. I'm trying to, you feel me? Creed underestimated his opponent. Nah.
Y'all really think, do y'all honestly think the PS5 is as strong as the Xbox Series X? Because right now, today, if Sony console is weaker, they could right now, what Xbox revealed today, they should have set it as $399. If they should is weaker. But if it's not, they should have put it at the same price. Like, I know Microsoft
I don't know.
$499.
I think they're gonna be very close.
Where do y'all get these prices from, man? Like,
I got it from
No. This is $399 and $499, right? Where are you picking these numbers from? Because that shit don't make sense at all, bruh.
Yeah, but what's inside? It's fine.
For a 12 teraflop, 12
we can't talk today, none of us can talk today. I like this.
No, with a 12 teraflop GPU, how much y'all think that costs?
It cost them probably in bulk, probably like
hell no, nigga. Go find me a 12 teraflop GPU right now and tell me.
Yeah, like the 1080.
Right now, it'll be
$700.
But hold on, isn't AMD's like teraflops like different?
No, but this RDNA
teraflops. They're not.
It is. It's different technology.
Being developed how NVIDIA do they shit. They said that's how RDNA is working.
Oh, yo,
custom?
Chris, you just opened up a whole new thing.
No, but it's on.
So AMD got different. The
old way
is different than
the old way of calculating was GCN. Now it's RDNA.
Like how NVIDIA do this. So right now, if they get 12 teraflops of RDNA, it's like how NVIDIA do they shit. So I still don't think it's the same because NVIDIA way better than them. But they said RDNA 2 today, like out of their own mouth, whatever. They said it's RDNA 2, so it's 12 teraflops of next gen architecture.
You know what's pissing me off though? Like, I gotta keep it real, man. Like, PlayStation is turning us fans into these Xbox guys that go on these podcasts.
What ifs? Yo, see how the tables turn?
Yo,
hey.
Real quick.
That's Sony.
I gotta get the fuck up out of here. Thank you, J Bar, for having it. I'm gonna be listening in. But
no doubt, man. You're welcome anytime, bro.
Yo, shout out to Sick. Appreciate you coming through, bro.
Yeah, I see you streaming. I see you streaming that Bloodstained 2 Sick. Yeah, I'm taking some of those strats that you got too. I ain't lying. I'm stealing them strats because I want to platinum the game too, man. What's up? But nah, man, they turning us to these Xbox guys that go on 3-day podcasts, per week, talking about what ifs and what if Microsoft do this. Now we're PlayStation fans. We're going into what if, because PlayStation usually are very good on giving us information. If the game is 3 years out, they will let us know this game is coming out. They will let us know these events is here. You know what I mean? Now that you have, we're delaying this and we're not going to be at E3, but we're going to have 100 events that we're going to be showing off, PlayStation 5 and give information. Then every event that's coming up, you have been absent. You have not been there. Where is the damn PlayStation 5 news? I'm old school, okay? I know Hustle and Motivate. He say he's 34. Hustle and Motivate, I'm 35. All right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm 28
man.
If that matters.
I'm an old man, but listen, this is how I get down when it comes to business. I'm very old school when it comes to business. If your competitor is doing something and they're getting some type of mind share. It might not be more mind share than yours, but they're on the incline as far as delivering their information and getting people to change the narrative with your business. You have to come out and address it. Nip it in the damn bud. You have to nip it in the bud.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If it's small,
They're not going to do it.
And the funny thing about it, PlayStation could just be like, yo, here, they don't even have to reveal the damn console. Just give more information as far as how you're going to deliver with backwards compatibility. Right now, we are what ifing. We're going off a rumor of Hip Hop Gamer. We're going off of rumors of Foxy. We're going off of rumors of Xbox guys that somehow they're in the damn offices of these PlayStation guys. They get information. Oh, PlayStation gonna be on PC. PlayStation gonna do this, and they're Xbox guys. How the hell they get this information?
This shit is happening.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But that's what I'm saying, man. They need to get, like, PlayStation needs to regain.
I'm getting upset. Persona. Where's the PlayStation 5 news?
Hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
Y'all remember? Keep in mind, people have a higher expectation for Sony, so either they're being silent because they know they cannot match Microsoft in public reputation. They're gonna take an L on that. Because people are like, "Oh, Sony is weak at the start of a gen," and then you got Game Pass, so Microsoft's gonna stress that. So that's either their shit is weaker, or they matching them and really don't know what the price of that. Because neither of them seem to have an issue on specs. Like, none of them seem to be concerned about specs. They're just talking about price.
No, there's other questions that gamers are having when it comes to this generation. I felt that Microsoft answered these questions as far as how they're proceeding to the next generation with their cross buy and things. Those little information right there, those are the biggest. Not the 12 tariff, but I don't give a fuck about X. Let me. Can I speak from the heart for a second? Let me speak from the heart. Get your clips out, because I know how you guys get down on Twitter. You're gonna clip out this segment and then you're gonna put it on Twitter and get upset and be in my Twitter mentions all damn day. Let me say this right now. I don't give a damn about Xbox Series X and they fucking 12 teraflops. I don't care. Okay, but you know what's getting me, that got me like, okay, Xbox is doing a good job here, is them answering cross buy. That's a good information. Yeah, it might be common sense, but it's good to have it officially set in stone that this is what your console is doing. They're confirming the this quick resume is good. That's a cool feature. It's already on PlayStation, but they're expanding upon that. Really, really cool. What else over here? The backwards compatibility. Am I a backwards compatibility guy? Not really per se, but it's still just a good feature to have, and you set in stone official information that you're covering all the generations of your Xbox with this console. That's just good information to answer those questions that people are asking. PlayStation, there's a whole bunch of questions that people are asking, and they just fucking sitting quiet on we sold 106 fucking PlayStation 4s. The reason why you sold 106 fucking PlayStation 4s is because we knew what you were doing. We understood your game plan, and we succumbed to it. We was like, okay, we agree with your game plan. I'm gonna buy your fucking console. If we don't know what's going on, we're not gonna buy your console. We have all these damn rumors talking about your PlayStation games are going to PC. Listen, I'm not a neutral. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real here. I don't want your games going on damn PC, because you know what that's going to tell me? Just like this Xbox One, the Xbox One Series X, they gave all this good information. All this good information. Am I going to buy the damn console? No, but I'm still praising it. I'm still saying, this is good information for those people that's going to buy the damn console.
But
You don't give me no incentive to buy no Xbox Series X, because I can play the shit on PC. And my PC is not 12 teraflops, but I don't give a shit. Okay? But with PlayStation, if you're going to have information and rumors lingering out in the interwebs like that, it's going to have people questioning. You have to give us your plan. You have to give us what your direction is. Give it to us now. We want it now.
It's my information, and I need it now.
Mario.
I agree, though.
I think it was Hustle or Persona that said, I think Microsoft don't want to say too much early because they don't want to like jump the gun. Like the most powerful thing. I think Sony doesn't want to answer stuff if they don't really have it ready. Like for
Nah,
instance,
man.
for
You see what
example,
we do right now?
wait,
You see what we
wait,
do?
wait,
We
wait,
doing
wait,
what ifs.
Nah, I
It's
don't.
coming
for
out in
example,
9
I'll
months.
give an example.
It's coming out in 9 months.
I'm gonna give an example.
The console's coming out
Do
in
y'all
9
remember?
months.
Yes, but do y'all remember when the name changes thing was legit a rumor until they announced it, and then they said we're gonna give you a warning.
Mm-hmm.
Your data might get erased and shit like that. Da 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 da. I don't think Sony. And then Sean later was on stage was like, "Are you a programmer?" When he was joking. I think that backwards compatibility shit, PS3, they actually are working on, but don't know if they could get it ready. Because this cool and shit, think about it. I don't think they're reworking the PS5. I think the PS3 hardware cell related might be in there. Because remember, the Cell BE has ray tracing capabilities from last gen. So I think that shit might be in there, like the Hollywood effects processor, and just maybe updated. I think that might be in there, and they trying to get shit to work at the very last minute. I don't think specs and all of that they boosting. I think they're just trying to make sure software works, and it's
Yeah,
not,
but I get all that, Spartan, and I hear you, but I mean I've been feeling the same way as Barry for quite a while. It's getting out of hand now because again, it's what if, and even if they are working on that type of stuff, that still shouldn't stop you from speaking
saying
on
something right.
the front facing stuff. The issue here with PlayStation is that PlayStation isn't speaking to its like right now. They're not talking to the community.
They're so
haven't been
distant,
for a
bro.
while.
Again, the narrative right now, the narrative is
Preach,
you see
mother
it
clucker,
shifting because
preach.
everyone loves throwing out this anti-consumer word on anything that they don't agree with, right? You got gaming politicians out here spinning again. My biggest pet peeve is misinformation. I hate misinformation.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, when it comes to PlayStation, there's a lot of misinformation that's swirling around them. And I'm not just talking about the console. I'm speaking on the fact that we don't have any information on what you're doing with your exclusives this gen or next gen. We only have right now, the only things that we have to look forward to are Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us 2.
Hey, hold on, Pam. Hold on.
Yeah,
I want to go after.
Are y'all really concerned about Sony's software? You shouldn't.
No. Now that's not. No. This isn't about.
No.
This isn't about software. I'm not. This is not a software thing. What I'm trying to say is PlayStation isn't being vocal enough about past discrepancies that has been circling around
They're
them.
not
And
answering the questions within the community.
My talking point leads to the whole thing with MLB, the whole thing with Horizon Zero Dawn being actually on PC, their exclusives going to PC. Then you tack on all of the rumors that we've been getting since New Year began. It's not like this stuff has been swirling for like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Since the New Year began, weeks. We've been getting information about this, rumors about that. It had the whole community looking forward to February 5th because we thought that was going to be the day. No. Then we got the whole community looking to the end of February. It's the end of February. Nothing's happening. You got PlayStation that said that they have a month-long PlayStation experience type of thing or whatever out here in New York. Nothing came of it.
And nothing happened.
The issue here is that PlayStation, again, you can't let the loser control the narrative.
Okay,
right now, the loser is controlling the narrative.
One second, guys. Let me get this out. Do some shout outs real quick for the new people that came in here. Yo, Rafe the Emperor, I definitely appreciate the donation. He said, "Preach, mother clucker, preach." Yo, JR, what is good, man? JR saying goodbye, Sony. Yo, Wolflow, what is up? Yo, Velvet Lulu, what is up? Definitely appreciate you coming in here. Yo, King Maddox Beast, what is up, man? OBJ the Don, what is good? Yo, Ice Queen Gaming, what is up? Yo, Ramirez J, that's my guy right there. Ramirez, that's my dude. Yo, what is good, man?
And I'll be honest, man. Like I'm not going to sit here and stand and act like I'm neutral. I'm everyone that knows me knows my preference is PlayStation. It's pissing me off that PlayStation's quiet.
It is.
And we're going into March. It's pissing me off.
Yeah.
Can I break some news?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yo, 1 second. Let Hustle go. I hear El Matador in the background. And Chris, you can go and get your thoughts after El Matador.
This is according to PC Gamer. This is an article that they put up 1 hour ago. So take this, how you will. On paper, the GPU in the Xbox Series X is faster than a GeForce RTX 2080 Super.
Fuck out
I will link that article in the chat.
See, but yo,
and
real
Quavo, what's
world
good, man? And Dave D, what is good? Sorry guys if I missed you guys, but definitely appreciate everybody coming through. But when I see you guys and I get the time to shout you out, I will shout you out. Yo, and Danny Gel B, what is up, man?
That
right?
sounds good on paper, but again, real world experiences are very different. You feel me? Like Ferrari can go, 60 miles in 0 to 2 seconds, but if you driving it on the city streets, that don't matter.
That's a fact.
The same thing applies here.
Okay, I don't think I understand what you mean by that, but here's what I will say.
You're not going nowhere if you have all the power.
He's saying that the real world situations, like a phone that would.
If you buying a Ferrari to commute back and forth to work on a highway and you stuck in traffic all day, the 0 to 60 in 2 seconds doesn't matter. Is what I'm trying to say.
Man, it's gonna be straight. I think everything is gonna be fine. PS5 finna be on par with that too, man. Everything gonna be cool.
I think so too. Because even Phil thinks. I think Phil thinks so too. At this point,
yeah. Let Matador go. Yeah, Matador, what's good, man?
No, but look, I will say this, right? Like, I give Microsoft credit for what they did. They kind of took that Sony playbook from last year, put in some PS5 news on a Monday. They took that. They did the same thing. Kudos to them, right? And one thing I think you guys don't, I'm not going to say you'll forget, that Microsoft is now worldwide recognized. So they need to do this type of things to kind of have some type of hype, Sony can just drop, look at our freaking logo, made records and shit. That's how impactful, like Sony drops something to news that fucking breaks the internet. And Microsoft needs to do this type of things to, have some type of hype. Because we see here, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to give Sony a pass. We learn about CES, about SSDs, and that. Cool. We learn that, right? And that's good. Like I said, good for Microsoft to do that. You know what I mean? But I'm not like I know that Sony just playing that they want to do this thing right. They want to show the right information, and they saw what Microsoft did, which I think they're going to push them to. Okay, all right, we're going to show this type of information now. I think it's time now that Microsoft, because Sony's not just going to stay there and relax, and 5 months later, and they're not going to do nothing. I don't think that's not going to happen. I'm okay for like the PS4 still got bangers to come. Like there's still a lot of bangers to come for the PS4, and Sony just don't want to just put the PS4 like in the backside, and then of course I wanted to hide the PS5. I want them. But also know that there's more important software like The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, high quality, like AAA exclusive coming, and they want you to buy on the PlayStation. They don't want you to buy on the PS5. They want you to buy on the PlayStation. That's what they want. That. So I'm not saying I don't want to give Sony a pass or anything like that. I wanted to come and say more about the PS5. I do. But I understand if they want to take the time and they want to give the right information. And I think now that Microsoft show this information, it's going to push Sony to give us what we want to hear more about the PS5. And then I know I see this bots now grabbing this information and throwing a parade and getting a thing. They got a W. I mean, listen, guys. This shit looks all good and dandy, but I need to see bangers before, because I don't give a shit about all that the specs, to be honest. I don't care. I need to see bangers that I'm going to be blown away, that I'm going to be okay, I see a couple of bangers on the makes. I need to buy this Xbox, but I haven't seen that yet. Halo, I'm not a big fan of Halo. I don't care. Hellblade, we'll see about that. So
right now,
they
Matador,
need to give us.
Right now, you're saying that the Xbox Series X is like a female with like nice ass and tits, but she ain't got no personality. That's what you're saying?
You can put it that way.
I'm joking.
Yo, Matador.
It's just like I'm just being honest, bro. Like those specs looks great, multiple close, different apps, awesome.
Hey yo, my man Hustle Motivate dropped some heat in here, yo. Where the PC gamer saying that on paper the GPU in the Xbox Series X is faster than the GeForce RTX 2080 Super.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
So,
I've never doubted. I mean, not never doubted, but I don't know if you guys consider PC Gamer a reputable source. I'm not saying that they aren't. I'm just saying that I refer to them for different things. And
hey, yo, if a website called PC Gamer is have an article title this, I'm gonna be like, oh, I know this site is basically mainly PC side of things, so they know this shit. But
that's right.
They saying 12 teraflops GPU inside the Xbox Series X, a tad faster than NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 2080 Super, just a bit behind the 2080 Ti, currently the best graphic card in gaming. Yo, PC gamers, you know what they doing right now? They on the Twitters, they on the internet looking for that 2080 Ti. Because you know they gotta say, oh, my PC better than your console, anyways.
Well, let me say this, J-Bar, before you go on. My PC is better than that, but this is still phenomenal news. If you do not like PC gaming, just know that what you're getting with the One X and more than likely the PS5 as well, it's gonna be a beast. And
yo, Hustle, you ain't got to damage control PS5. PS5 ain't give us shit. They ain't give us no news to be like it's gonna be the PS5. I don't know.
Yo,
I need concrete information.
Okay, I hear you. All right.
Like, yo, let me say something real quick. Going back to what Matador was saying when he's saying that Sony is a much bigger brand worldwide. Absolutely. We already know, everybody in here in this panel, we already know that Sony is the heavyweight champion, right? But just because
Sony or PlayStation, because we're talking PlayStation, yes.
PlayStation.
Sony as a company, Microsoft is bigger because of
no. What I mean PlayStation. That's what I mean. PlayStation, right? We already know PlayStation is the heavyweight champion, right, in gaming right now. But just because you're the heavyweight champion, right? You still have to fight. You still have to fight to maintain that belt. Hold on, let me finish. You still have to fight to maintain that belt. You know what I mean? Like Floyd Mayweather still gets in the ring with people who are less skilled than him. Why? Because he's still fighting for his championship. He's still fighting for his belt. So just because Sony is on top, right? I'm not saying that this is what you say, Matador, but other people are saying this. Just because Sony is on top, it doesn't give them a pass to not say anything whenever Microsoft makes a move, or to not counter move whenever Microsoft makes a move, because Sony still has to work to stay on top and to remain champion. So we're already getting a bunch of news. Like, they already showed us the console. They already given us actually concrete specs, so we could stop speculating and stop going off a rumor. Sony has still yet to give us these things. Now, granted, yes, they do have time to give us this information out, but it's like since the beginning of this year, like what Persona was saying, we just been getting nothing but rumors. We just been getting nothing but the other
what
side.
About CES? That don't count.
The other side. Yeah, but no. All they did was show a logo and talk about.
But as you confirm, it's got SSD. It's got GPU. Like, I mean, they gave us some type of information. It's not, they didn't give us nothing. Like, did you expect that they're going to give you the price and everything in that show?
No, we're not expecting that. I get what you're saying, but I don't know. I just think they need a little. Listen, like, I'm getting a PS5 regardless, no matter what. Like, I have way more confidence in PlayStation than I do Xbox. I'm a PlayStation guy. I'm not a neutral. I'm a PlayStation guy. I own multiple consoles, but I'm a PlayStation guy. But there's just been things that just been looking spooky when it comes to PlayStation ever since like last year, when we have all these shakeups with different execs going to different places, Sean Layden leaving, rumors about Horizon going to PC, you know what I mean, Death Stranding going to PC, and all these other stuff, MLB becoming multi-plats, you know what I mean, them pulling out of all these shows and not really, giving us information. Like, for example, like they were supposed to be at PAX East this week showing off The Last of Us 2. They pulled out for a legitimate reason, right? I'm not mad at the reason that they pulled out, but they're still not. But what are they going to do with The Last of Us 2? Are they going to release more information for The Last of Us 2? Because we haven't. They're not going to PAX East. Exactly. But when is that? That's what I'm saying. That's all we asking is like, yo, Sony, like, come on, like let's get the ball rolling. Once they get the ball rolling, I'm confident that, you know what I mean, that everybody's going to be straight. We're going to be straight or whatever. But like I said, man, just because you the heavyweight champion, you still got to fight to maintain that championship belt.
Yo, Michi, what's good, bro?
Look, and I understand what you're saying, Chris. Like, no doubt. Like, I want them to.
Hey, y'all scared, man? Y'all scared?
Yo, OBJ, what up?
Y'all scared over there, man. What's going? I'm hearing a lot of scaredness up in here, man. What's going on, man? Like we ain't just got through a whole generation of bangers. Like I'm trying to figure this one out, dog. I'm trying to figure this one out. Like as if whenever. It don't matter whenever, as if whenever PS5, when they drop that news on PS5, like it ain't gonna take over the whole entire internet.
Of course.
As ever, it's not gonna outshine everything that's been said before you today. Are you really? I mean, like, what are we doing here?
No.
We have the sequel to the greatest game ever created. About to release, bro.
Remake. Yeah, I know. FF7 remake.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, the games for this generation are solidified. Like the excitement for those are on another level.
Okay, Persona, stop right there. Stop right there. What matters?
Oh, the game. Oh no, the game. Listen.
All right, then. That's it.
Matters.
That's it.
OBJ, I
that's
want
it.
my hardware.
That's it.
What I'm getting at, it's not necessarily. I ain't scared of shit. Like, you know, I'm gonna play my games regardless.
Sure.
Like that. That's not what this is. My whole thing is just, again, to go back to what Bart was saying, is just Sony's too quiet on what's next. You feel me? We still focused on what's to come in terms of the next couple of months with the games. That's not like, there is never going to be a worry there. But in terms of your competition setting the narrative, my whole point is the narrative. I don't like, because right now the narrative is being set on what's acceptable and what's not for next gen by the loser. That's my whole thing. PlayStation needs to come out and they need to set the record straight, not just on the PlayStation 5, but on the rumors of other information that's swirling around PlayStation that needs to be addressed and either be confirmed, denied, or better explained so that we can all move on entirely. Because those things, even if PlayStation does announce things, those things still hang over their head that needs to be addressed. So it's not just this information, it's everything.
I mean, I hope y'all get what you want, man, but I don't give two shits. I ain't even gonna lie to you, dog. Because at the end of the day, when the motherfucker come out, I'm buying me a fucking PlayStation. That's what I am. Xbox ain't did a goddamn thing for me the whole gen. I bought 3 of them some bitches. I've learned my lesson. I already know. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. So I mean, at the end, but it's not about whether you're gonna buy a PlayStation or not. What I'm saying is, basically, man, like, what company has proven themselves in order to receive your money? That's all. That's what it all boils down to. You know what I mean? What do we love as gamers? Games. That's it. They still have 2. I repeat, more than that. I mean, with Final Fantasy 7 being a 1-year exclusive, you know what I mean? They still that's 3 huge games releasing in their last year of their console. So trust me, they've been giving it to you all gen. They deserve however much time they want to goddamn take to let you know about next gen. I understand, and I commend Xbox for actually releasing some information on they shit, because you know why? They ain't got no goddamn choice. What the fuck they giving their fans? Okay?
OBJ, I get what you're saying, but you know, one thing, like, and this is just me in life, I never underestimate competition. I never underestimate the underdog, because how many underdog stories have we seen where the champ underestimates him and he get his ass whooped? Again, now, looking at the history, that doesn't look likely. But again, I don't want PlayStation. When PlayStation get cocky, PlayStation get very stupid. Like this, now that in history has proved itself.
Okay, so as long as they don't fucking goddamn sell it down, whatever the system is, no matter what spec, as long as they don't sell it for 600, I mean, what's going to be the result? What's going to be the result?
It's just. I don't want PlayStation. I don't want complacency. There shouldn't be no complacency, especially moving into a new gen. Yes, PlayStation is the market leader. They are the favorite. All of that good shit.
Okay, so my fault, Persona.
But why are they the favorite though?
Because they've been providing the games. That's
all I'm saying. They still got bangers coming out, this motherfucker. So I don't know what in the world going on.
They've also been,
but just,
you know, PSX.
But just like what I said,
things. Like we haven't had a PSX in 3 years. Right. You feel me? Like it's a culmination of things. The games is at the top. but you still have to look at number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5 of what makes PlayStation great. It's the community engagement. It's them sponsoring big events like Evo. PlayStation's the sponsor of Evo. Like, you know, PlayStation has been putting their names out there, creating Spider-Man trains in New York, so that, you know, the advertisement, like, it's a culmination of things of why PlayStation is as great as it is. The games are at the top. I'm not taking that away from PlayStation, and I'm not trying to belittle the content, because the content is king. But at the same time, you cannot have, like, I don't care who it is. We had complacency with Nintendo because Nintendo did dog ass shit last gen with Wii U, and now look, they're the favorite right now. Like, all I'm saying is there cannot be complacency when it comes to competition. That's all I'm saying.
But complacency to me would be somebody who stopped making games for your ass, just like goddamn Xbox did for me. You know what I mean? That's complacency to me. That's the only complacency.
It's just like what I said. Just because you're the heavyweight champion, you still got to get in the ring and fight.
I mean, well, ain't they doing that? They got the goddamn bangers coming out. Is that not a fight or what? I don't understand this.
Yeah, but
because I mean, okay. Check it out. Say they came out. Say PlayStation come out later on in the day and release all the information y'all want. All the information about the PS5, everything. Squash all the rumors, release all the information y'all want, right? What the fuck difference does that make? When are you going to be able to play that thing? When you going to be able to play it? I'll tell you what you can play. What you can play is the greatest goddamn game ever goddamn created, which is goddamn Last of Us 2. Okay? You can play Ghost of Tsushima. You can play Final Fantasy 7. You can play motherfucking Neo. You can play all that shit, man. Okay?
Jay, my question to you is this. Once those games pass, what next?
I mean,
the goddamn PlayStation 5. It's right around the same damn time, bro.
PlayStation 5 do we know?
Yeah. The reason why this is so important, OBJ, yeah, of course we know software is coming out this year. We know The Last of Us 2 is coming out this year, and I think I misunderstood somebody in the call earlier. But that's not the issue. Like, the issue is they need to announce something now, and I'm waiting on the price. I ain't waiting on nothing else. All the specs, I figure they'll be in parity with. I figure they'll be in parity with each other anyway, right? If they'll be on par with each other, like it'll be damn near equal. My issue is the price. Like, this don't come out probably October, November, right? You think it won't come out in December necessarily, but October, November, it's February. What's about to be March? You understand what I'm saying? Like, put the price out there now. Like, hey, this is how much it's going to cost. If whether it's
why did Microsoft give you the price?
Come on, B. Fuck Microsoft. Let's talk about.
But what I'm saying is, what you're asking for something for them to go first and announce some information that is very vital to the start of a goddamn console generation.
I got you.
You can't.
I feel you, OBJ. I feel you, right? Well, all I'm saying is, Microsoft, their rollout so far so good, and it's a rumor. And the reason why I didn't mention Microsoft because it's rumored that a meeting is going to take place in October. I mean, I keep saying October. It's a rumor meeting that's going to take place in April. It's rumor right now. It's speculation.
Okay,
but
that's cool.
I'm more inclined to run with that.
That's real nice.
Can I read off the stuff that PlayStation have confirmed so far with PS5?
Yes, sir.
So CPU, PS5 CPU will be an AMD chip-based Ryzen 8 core 7. What's this? NM Zen 2. So Microsoft have confirmed the same thing using the Zen 2, CPU as well. GPU wise, they confirmed the GPU and they confirmed hardware ray tracing, accelerated ray tracing, just like Microsoft has confirmed here. With that, they say the PS5 GPU will be a custom AMD Navi GPU. I don't know, where did Microsoft confirm their GPU as far as the architecture of that, or how is it?
Teraflops.
It's safe
they
to
just
assume.
confirm the teraflops.
Well, I want to say this. I do want to say this, and I'll put myself out there. It's safe to assume that both of these consoles are on par, and I keep saying that because Phil Spencer was out there with Lisa Su at, I think, E3 last year, and that's why it's safe to assume that both of these consoles will be on par with each other. That's why I keep saying that, by the way.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, we don't know. We don't know.
I agree.
We have no idea.
With everything on paper, it looks very similar.
Yeah. What you see they're using the same type of tech, but we don't know exactly, you know what I mean, how shit is measured in between them. You know what I mean? We don't know until Sony says something. But I'm saying my only thing about what y'all say, and a lot of things is about how you say it. Whenever you say somebody needs, when you use the word needs to, I need to be shown why the fuck they need to, because I don't see the need to do any goddamn thing but release what the fuck I need to fucking damn see, which is The Last of Us goddamn 2. Okay, that's all I see. That's the only thing they need to do is provide games for the console that I bought, because the other motherfuckers ain't provided shit. Okay, and I bought 3 of them, some bitch. Okay, so what I'm saying is, when you say need, when you use that word need, why the fuck do they need to do anything? Where's this momentum y'all are seeing? Because I can guarantee you, as soon as they do announce anything, that momentum is done. It's a wrap. It's goddamn wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Hold on. The media,
I agree with you. I just want to.
Industry is leaning towards Microsoft. Like, I ain't never seen the industry move like this towards Microsoft before, unless I'm wrong.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
look. Really good.
Okay, cool. So we should see that.
I mean,
we should see
Microsoft to do
we should see that moment. We should see that momentum manifest itself some way, right? How many consoles they selling? What games are they selling? You know what I'm saying? How's Game Pass doing? Can we get some numbers from something out here if they're getting momentum from something? Because only fucking people I see getting momentum is Nintendo and Sony. I don't see none of this shit y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it, because you announce some specs and the media decides, of course, they're going to make articles on the specs. I mean, because the other company hasn't said it.
The momentum we're talking about is not for this generation. Is leading up to the next generation. Microsoft, in my opinion, they kind of gaining that momentum for the next generation console. That being said, they want to get out of this generation much faster than like PlayStation.
Exactly.
But
that's what I'm saying.
But yo,
that's exactly what I'm saying. PlayStation still got PS4s to sell, brother. You know what I'm saying? They still selling PS4s.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. If Sony don't want you to buy The Last of Us on the PlayStation 4 and on PS5, they want you to buy on the PS4. Yeah, you can have the option to buy on the PS5 to get a better enhanced, but they want you to buy on the PS4. They want to push that game to sell the most in the PS4. Like, that's what they want.
I think somebody said earlier
they want the PS5 to be pushed, or people to convert over to the PS5 faster than ever. This is what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna say a statement like that, but you also have to answer those questions to give people the confidence to get a PS5. Do you have the do you have the proper features to support like cross-generational games, like cross-buy, like you did with PS3, PS4, Vita? You have to answer those little small, minute questions, because those things, they lead up to the overall arc and scheme as far as, do I purchase a PS5 day one? That's
but look, why are we in goddamn February answering these questions? I'm trying to figure this shit out. If Microsoft never said a goddamn thing, nobody would be saying a goddamn thing about PlayStation.
That's a fact.
That's all I'm saying. That was it. We'd be like, okay, we'd be saying, we need to hear some information on the next gen. Yeah, they still be asking for information on the next gen, but it's only standing out because Microsoft came out there throwing their goddamn desperate heaves out this bitch. It don't fucking matter. I'm telling you. It don't even take the goddamn PlayStation news to do this shit. When that goddamn Last of Us 2 come out, this motherfucker, you ain't gonna hear a goddamn thing about no Xbox goddamn Series X or none of that shit. You ain't gonna hear a goddamn thing, okay? It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna show your ass what the fuck momentum is, okay? We gonna see the goddamn momentum. Momentum starts from goddamn games.
Exactly.
Okay?
And OBJ. Like, look how Microsoft is ending up this generation. Like, over 2, no disrespect to that game, great game. Wasteland 2, Wasteland Remaster, that Shriming Honey, whatever game. Like, look how you ending up this generation. That's not how you end a generation. Look, so end up Neo 2, Ghost of Tsushima, that's crazy. That's still mind blowing.
That shit is insane. That shit is insane, fam.
Yeah, bro.
I can't even believe it when I think about it.
But we got
that's how you push to sell a console.
El Matador. Nobody in here is questioning that standpoint of PlayStation ending the generation.
I know you don't.
Great. We're just saying that Well, I'm saying is that your competitor, regardless of what they might say, I'm not competing with this person. Your competitor is announcing information to get their fan base or get people that's lingering on Xbox excited for Xbox. They're answering.
But hey, yo, Jay Barry,
Jay Barry,
they've always done it.
1 second, but they're answering the questions that people typically is going to ask when they go into a next generation. My thing is that, okay, we already know the stuff that PlayStation is going to deliver this year with PS4, but you also coming out with a console this year. It's just like Microsoft not being at Tokyo Game Show. I always said, if your competitors at a specific event to show off, you're competing for the same type of gamer, you're competing for the same type of market share, you got to compete as well. You got to be there as well. I don't agree with the whole E3 not being there. I don't agree with it. Do they need it? I don't think they need it, but I don't agree with them not being at E3. Your competitors announcing information of the next gen console. They're getting ahead of you when it comes to the news so far. You have to rebuttal.
Not really. That's I mean, okay. I mean, it is what it is, man. Y'all talking about some shit that nobody's gonna lay hands on until goddamn November. I mean, like, I don't get it. I don't get it myself. I'm gonna tell you this: the only reason I would want them to come out in the first place and say something about the PS5 is just to squash rumors, because I'm tired of hearing niggas making up shit. That's the only reason. As far as the PS5 itself, I don't give a fuck, because The Last of Us 2 and goddamn Ghost of Tsushima and all that shit coming out. I don't care.
That's part of,
you know what I mean,
being too quiet, because we're getting all these rumors and people now you have the radicals on the fan base. They're gonna be pushing these narratives that the PS is.
But that's what they do all the time. They was doing that before anything. Yeah, I'm saying when the Xbox One X came out and all that shit. I mean, it's the same shit over and over. All they do is podcasts about hardware. That's it. That's literally it. Literally,
you give the information. You give the information to nip that in the bud. That's what they're doing right now. We can't go for information. We can't go for what if the Xbox is 12 teraflops. They confirmed it's 12 teraflops.
And that's a beautiful thing, man. That's real good. That shows you that that's going to be a powerful console. Now, what the fuck is it going to play? That's the only thing I want to know. Like, at the end of the day, none of this shit fucking matters. We've seen them retain the power crown. We've seen how much that shit hurt them in the beginning. I mean, nobody gave a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to belittle none of this shit. I'm just trying to tell y'all that, nigga, this momentum y'all think somebody got, it doesn't exist. That's what I'm trying to tell you, because all it takes is one tweet. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Let me ask you this question, OBJ. Let me ask you this question. So, when do you think PlayStation should be announcing the PS5? As far as, give me like a month, a specific time where you think it's comfortable that they should announce PS5.
I think it'll either be right before E3 or after E3.
Okay.
Yeah, you can speak, J Dog.
That's traditional.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. This is Jordan.
Yo, yeah, this is Jordan.
Yo, what's good, man?
Yo, I just came in. Yo, what's good? Y'all talking about the PS5 rumors and stuff?
Nah, we're talking about where the hell is the PS5 official news?
Hey, look what we talking about. We talking about the PS5 instead of talking about the motherfucking Xbox Series X right now. I'm trying to tell y'all what the fuck going on right now, man. Hey, look, even though they ain't said shit, we still talking about the PS5. Every time they bring up the Xbox Series X, you gotta say PS5. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, it is what it is.
I'm pro PlayStation, so I'm going to be questioning like, okay, we got all this information for the Xbox Series X. Okay, PlayStation, where you at?
We all want to know. We all want to know. Yeah. Let's not. We all want to know, but I mean, when you say you need to do something, I don't see why they need to do a goddamn thing right now. I don't
think it's a need. It's just more for like a want to just to rebuttal back to your competition. That's all it is to me.
Can I say something? I think they're gonna reveal the PS5 at the Tokyo Game Show.
That's way too late. That's September.
Nah, that's late.
Bro, that's way too late.
That's in September.
Man, that's September. They ain't doing that shit now. You'll see my ass going to fuck off then. Okay.
If that's the case, I'm flying over to England where Jim Ryan is at. Like, yo, bro, what the hell are you doing?
Yo, but what date y'all think they're gonna reveal it?
Jordan,
I think April.
Was you listening to this podcast, Jordan? Jordan, be honest with me, Jordan. Were you listening to the damn podcast?
No.
I said I want my PlayStation 5 information now. I want it now.
Yeah.
Hey, J-Bar, I hope you get it. I hope they give it to your ass this evening, man.
Hey, yo,
That's
OBJ,
what I hope, man. I ain't trying to eat your goddamn mouth no more, man.
If they give it to me at 6 p.m. Eastern time, bro, I'm lighting up this stream again. You're going to hear the best listen on YouTube talk. We're going to get it.
Yo, I'm sorry, J-Boy.
Nah, I'm joking with you, man. I'm joking.
Oh, okay. All right. I was about to say, I'm like, man, you really put me on blast.
See, this is the thing about with me, man. I don't care, like, what the... I'm going to tell you why I don't care. Because I know the PS5 is going to be more powerful than what the fuck we got right now, right?
Right. Yeah.
But the main thing is, it doesn't matter what type of specs the PS5 has, because I know it's going to be more powerful, and I know that there's actually going to be games to that motherfucker. Yeah. That's why I would get excited. Like, if you're getting excited for the goddamn Xbox, I don't know what the fuck you're getting excited for. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay.
Hey, yo, like Xbox said they won't have exclusives until year 2. Like, what in the actual fuck they doing? Like, what are they doing? What is what is
we got some PS5 information here. Yo, Tekken guys, Jess, what's good, man? And Rob Gaming TV, what's up? We got some information here with the controller.
Okay.
The controller.
Man, I don't give a shit about that goddamn controller. You talking about that sweat shit? I give that goddamn heart rating with that.
You know, it's something a little cool. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get a little PlayStation 5 info out there.
Yeah.
Get the hell about it.
I mean? So, yo, for those people that get scared when they playing the game, competitive game, and the PlayStation might tell you, yo, fall back a little bit, turn this shit off. You're getting a little too, your blood pressure getting a little too high.
Hey, Hustle and Motivate, what's your favorite games from the Xbox, man? What's your favorite games on that joint?
He like Gears, I think.
Are you there? Yeah, see, Gears is my favorite franchise, but goddamn it, I'm about done with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, at the end of the day, man? What the fuck, man?
Yo,
like,
so
what are we getting hyped for?
Before we close this out, let's talk about this right here. So we got information with the Xbox Series X, 12 teraflops, variable rate shading, hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing, quick resume for multiple games, and smart delivery. How much do y'all think this console is going to cost? Let's take a guess.
That bitch gonna be about $550.
All right, so OBJ said $550. Jordan, what you got?
$499.
All right, $500. Yo, Persona, what you got? Yo, a lot of people saying $550.
I would say 600. 600.
Yo, both
because
y'all?
they're making a low end model.
Nigga, that's a death sentence right there, nigga.
$600. I'm being straight up.
Yo, you might be onto something. Microsoft has been copying Apple a lot. You know, where Apple, they have like a high end model that's priced up, but they can offer their low end model that's a little cheaper.
Yep,
that's true. That's true.
A good point. That's a
this
good
thing
point
gonna be $600, man. I'm dead serious.
But that's because they don't. The thing is, Microsoft doesn't really care about their hardware selling anyway. Now they don't give a
7 billion gamers with no games.
Yeah.
Yo, bro. So
they don't give a shit. They can price it at whatever.
We're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to that. OBJ, because I want to come back to that. But let me get El Matador and Chris their answer as far as how much you think it's gonna cost.
Look, I would say it was $600 because that's a lot of like high tech coming on that 12 T flops. And look, Microsoft put the Xbox One X at $500, right? In my opinion, that should be $400. So what make you think they're not going to put that 12 T flops to $600?
Oh, they did shit. The original Xbox One was goddamn $500. I bought that motherfucker.
Exactly. So what makes you think they're going to do $600? Don't be surprised.
No, they'll
Don't be surprised, man. But look, real quick. Like, I know, I feel you that you want some news, but in my opinion, I don't think Sony need to like, Microsoft dropping the news, I need to write back. I know Sony will. I know they're going to bring that heat. They're going to bring some specs. They might even showcase shit, even Horizon, give them a little teaser, no shit. I know they're going to bring it, bro. I know they will. And look, and like I said, I do want them to bring some information so that all these rumors and all this trash can go away. You know what I mean? And Sony like, hey, look, we are here. We're not dead. We are bringing information, and that PS5, it will be greatness. And in the future, you will get exclusive greatness as we gave you this generation. Like I say, right now, I don't care about my concern. Like I do want PS5 news, but I'm still waiting for bangers, The Last of Us, and you already know the game that could be and not be the game of my life goes to see. You know what I mean? Like I'm just being honest, man. I'm still looking for bangers. Still coming to that PS4 box, which is crazy. It's the last year, and we get so much bangers this year. I can't believe it. I still can't believe it.
But my question is this: why can't we be focused on both? Like, I'm focused on the games first, and I'm excited for that. But I'm also looking at the next gen. Like, you need to speak up. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you guys are neglecting one side because you're satisfied on the other. No, right. I'm looking at both sides equally because both sides are equally as important.
Yeah. All right. So, Posada, I suggest you get on.
At the end of the gen. We're at the end of the generation. The rest of the PS4 games coming out are bangers. Like no one is disputing that. No one is saying that they're lacking in that department. No. But you also have to look to the other side, and you have to. Sorry. I'm sorry. Something funny. You have to look to the other side, and you have to be like, "Yo, PS5, what's good?" Because you have me here now, but moving forward, what do we have? You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's one of those.
What do we have? Is your ass purchase hitting that pre-order button as soon as they announce that motherfucker? That's what we have, guys.
Another reason that I don't want to get on Xbox because they're not going to get exclusives until the next 2 years, right? Which, in my opinion, I have a Xbox One S. It's a small one, the white one. And I can still play whatever they still got coming, right? Halo and all the shit, right? So I don't need a Series X. I don't need it.
Exactly. I mean, that's my plans. Exactly.
That's what have exclusive Godfall. That's not coming to the PS4. That's only PC and PS5. That right there is a reason for me to buy a PS4 because I think it looks great. Like I like that. It looks good. And more games.
You said you have a 1X or a 1S?
The S. The white one.
It's gonna be on there. It's gonna be on there.
It's gonna be on there, bro. I don't give a damn about it. You can run like 12 FPS. I don't give a fuck. I still can play that thing on the OG Xbox One. I will play it, man. I'm not gonna buy a Series X.
My condolences.
Damn sure ain't wasting my money.
My condolences.
I'm good.
My condolences.
Damn.
They got my ass 3 times this generation, dog. Nigga, I'm not fucking. I am done. If I ever play another damn Xbox game, it's gonna be on once they stop supporting the X. Once they stop supporting this motherfucker, then that's when it's time to build a PC. If I really want to play more of their Xbox game,
but
fuck that.
But you can't blame the Xbox fan base. It's poor marketing and mismanagement of their first party. Because, like, for instance, what the hell are they doing with Rare? They not doing jack diddly squat with it at all.
They got Sea of Thieves, my nigga. That shit.
Like, Nintendo should buy Rare, dog.
Before we go off track. So, Chris, you can be disrespectful, man. Like I said, man, you can cut people off and try to get your shit. Chris is a very nice,
as far as the price,
man. But what's the price? Yeah.
No. I think the price is probably going to be 500. I don't really see them doing 600 unless the series, unless they do like the whole Apple thing where you pay a little bit up front and then you can make payments on it. It could probably be 600, or unless they also release the Series S or whatever their low end model is at the same time. Then they could probably price the Series X at 600 and possibly the Series S maybe at 400 to kind of get the people who don't want to spend that much. But I just want to say this. Like, listen, once Sony drops the news on the PS5, we already know that's going to shut shit down.
It's a wrap. It's a
You know what I
wrap.
mean? We already know that's gonna shut shit down, right? I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about whether PlayStation is gonna deliver next gen when it comes to games, because they have Naughty Dog, they have Santa Monica, they have Sony Band.
Insomniac.
You know what I mean? Insomniac. But we already know when it comes to their studios that they're on another level compared to what Xbox has.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I just want to know I just want to know some more information about the PS5.
And that's normal. That's normal. That's normal, man. Don't let me fool you, man. That's normal, man. We all want to know. Even though I'm talking about shit, I want to know too. But it's more so these dumbass insiders can shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you know what's funny? Let me get this off. Where there's articles coming out saying that the PlayStation 5 is having trouble as far as pricing and getting a price for it. You remember when they said their parts and they going to have
because the console costs $450 to produce.
Yeah, so
I do think they're waiting on Microsoft for that price though, because they always do.
If that's
like dagger, bro, they want to go for that dagger again. They want to go for it.
If that's the case, that Microsoft announced that their performance is at 12 teraflops. Why, I feel like it's kind of set in stone where you think they will price this console, in my opinion, where PlayStation can undercut them if it's going to be weaker.
Right.
That's why. This is why. I know this is going to be crazy because people's going to be like, "Oh, but the rumors saying this." Fuck the rumors. I think that the PlayStation is going to be on par with the Series X, and it's going to be priced the same as the Series X because. Right. I stuff like that. I just don't see you coming up with articles like that, struggling to price your console and this and that. If the specs wasn't like the same as far as the output,
right
here, we're saying that this console is going to cost $600. This console is going to cost $550, $500. But on the PlayStation side, if I was to ask you guys that, how much would you think it's going to cost on the PlayStation side? That's a guesstimate.
I think if they're both the same, exactly the same, you know what I mean? Then I think they both still taking a goddamn loss at 500, man. Like 12 teraflops, come on, baby. God damn, 500, shit. You have to go back and realize that they sold the original Xbox One for $500, bro.
Yep.
Like what the hell?
And an X for 500. That's why I think I think this is gonna cost a little bit more. I think it's gonna be like 550, probably 600.
Right. Yeah.
But my thing is that I don't even know where are we getting the Series S information, because me personally,
I don't know, man.
They had the perfect opportunity to announce the Series S here in this article here. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it didn't. But
that's a bunch of rumors.
No, but look, the thing is, right, about you will see on podcasts, especially Zaire, you're gonna see these guys hyping all this. Oh, look, Microsoft, it's gonna be a beast. Like they're gonna hype power over games, and that right there, that's why I'm looking this with a side eye. I'm listening. You guys look like a bunch of clowns.
That's the only thing they can hype up.
Like you guys looking like a bunch of clowns. Look what happened this generation with an Xbox One X, huh? What happened, huh?
Yeah,
like that.
Still a good console. Let's not completely shit on the One.
No, bro, I know it has some good features, bro.
That shit is a doorstop, fam. That's a doorstop. That shit don't play no part.
Talk your shit,
bro. I was seeing some freaking the Pro. They're seeing better than the Xbox One X. I'm saying that. I'm like, what the fuck?
But look, let me just say this, J Bar, to answer your question, $500. To answer your question, as far as PS5, it's $500.
Yeah.
And the reason, and again, people in the chat, the reason why we keep saying this on pause because they're both made by Lisa Su and good people over there at AMD. So that's why we all think that everything is on par. Right. So let me also say that, as far as being a global brand, of course, PlayStation got that on lock, man.
Yeah.
Xbox. If I'm Xbox though, I mean, because you will take a loss on it, but if I'm Xbox, you got to come in lower than PlayStation. If I'm just thinking, you got
I agree. I agree.
Xbox has way more to prove than PlayStation, and I mentioned the games I was playing earlier, but Xbox got way more to prove. Like that's why, and that's why I'm so impressed with their with the Xbox's rollout. Period. Like they putting that work in. Like they're taking the initiative. They're taking the fight to PlayStation, Nintendo, Google Stadia, whoever the fuck, right? They really putting their foot out there. They're really poking their chest out, so to speak, and they're saying, "Now we got this. Now we got it." And they finna down.
I gotta see bangers before anything, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta see bangers, bro. As long as they give me some bangers, I'm gonna be like, damn, I gotta buy a Series X to play that. All right, a couple more, fine. You got my money. But you come over here and give me some bullshit, like kind of like they did with this generation. Because one thing also you gotta know, Microsoft gotta work hard having that third-party exclusives. Like, look, they had a Splinter Cell convention. Yeah, it came to the PC, but they had that exclusive to the 360. Then you get into, they gotta work, have that type of, because hey, Microsoft got the money. They can go to Ubisoft and say, yo, Ubisoft, come here. Let's make a Splinter Cell game. We go and publish it and make it only for the Xbox Series X. You got the money. You have no issue because you got money. You can go out to the developers and offer them money. And Team Ninja. Hey, let's make
they would have got my black ass if that damn Superman rumor was true. Goddamn it, they would have got me. They would have got me right there, dog. I'd been shit.
Yo, I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. They need to boost moves like this. You had that last generation when you had Peter Moore in there, right? But in this generation, it's like Phil, like I don't get what he's trying to do. Like, yeah, you got some studios, good that, but you also gotta go out there. So you know what? You got, let's say the Superman game is only on the Xbox Series X, nowhere else. You go walk over there for E3 and show that, people gonna look at you like, God damn, man. I was not expecting that. That's what I call a boss move. That's what they got. That's what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
And as long as Microsoft don't give me bangers, like a roadmap or bangers, I don't know about that Series X. I don't know, man. They gotta show. They gotta give me bangers, man. That power and all that crap ain't gonna matter. Ain't gonna do shit.
Now let me ask y'all. Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question. If the rumors of the PS5 being 9 T-flops, whatever that's supposed to mean, you know what I'm saying? If that shit is true, does that change anything with y'all?
No.
Hell no.
That changes the price.
No.
Because we already seen games at 1.8 T-flop.
I said if the rumors of the PS5 being 9 T-flops is true, does that change anything with you?
No.
Damn right it changed something. What kind of question? Of course it changed something. Listen.
It changes the price, in my opinion. That's the only thing it changes.
When it comes to this generation, in the beginning of the generation, power means a lot to me. I don't give a fuck what nobody tells me.
So you're not getting a PS5 if it's 9 T-flop?
No, I'm going to get it, but I'm going to feel.
All right then, nigga. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. Wasn't going to change anything or not. It ain't changed the goddamn thing. Your ass going to buy their PS5.
I'm going to feel some type of way being weaker. I'm going to feel some type of way being weaker. Eventually, I'm not.
I don't know why. I don't feel no type of way about the goddamn Pro being weaker. Shit.
I like PlayStation, right?
Vicious ass jumps on that.
I want them to have that power narrative to push more PlayStations. So
Xbox, why? That shit ain't good.
Listen, you can have the developers.
I hope that motherfucker is less powerful, dog.
Listen, hold up.
I ain't even gonna hold you.
1 second, guys. 1 second, hold up. I'm not saying that power is everything, right? Power is not everything, but it is a good advantage that you will have to sell your console, regardless of what they say or not. We're using the Series X and the Pro. We can't. Those are refreshed consoles. That's not the new generation that you're coming into. The PlayStation 4 was more powerful than the Xbox One. Already, you had people thinking, and it was cheaper. Already, people was thinking, "Yo, I'm getting a PlayStation because I'm playing the best things here on this console." I'm not questioning you, the PlayStation gamers or anybody.
That motherfucker was $400, fam. That's the big part of that. That drink was $400.
So I got a question when you bought it, right? Is that the case, right?
Before you ask, let me finish this off. Because the PlayStation 4 was $400 more powerful, but the Xbox just a year, probably less than that, was cut in price already. It was cheap. It was for $400 too. They took that connect.
Yeah, but the damage was already done, bro. The damage was done. That shit was a wrap.
That goes with the. I'm talking about the
that was a snowball right there.
Regardless of not. If it got discounted or not, it was still weaker, where people were still saying PlayStation is more powerful. The power narrative, it is a little bit important when it comes to the new console generation.
Right.
I don't care what.
Right.
nobody
Yeah, I
tells
mean,
me.
it's not. I'm not saying it's not important. I'm just saying, will it change your purchase and decisions? And it won't.
No,
At the end of the day, it
it's
won't.
not going to
It
change
won't.
my purchasing decision, but I'm gonna feel some type of way that Xbox is more powerful than the PlayStation 5. Yes, I am.
Okay, do you feel some type of way that the PlayStation Pro is less powerful than the Xbox One X?
I did, but
I don't. As soon as I seen goddamn Horizon Zero Dawn, I was like, whoa, okay. I'm good. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm good.
I didn't because the Xbox One X came out a year later.
Let's time out for a second. Y'all gotta let me finish off my thoughts on what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yes, I felt slighted, but at the end of the day, when I look at the creations of what is the output of what's coming out of the games, yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh, damn, the X is more powerful, blah blah blah. Nah, I don't care about it. Obviously, the developers is going to be pushing out this hardware and showcasing what they got. And from a first party standpoint, PlayStation is more talented. That's not the question. That's not the the worry. My thing is just paper, spec to spec, which one's more powerful. Don't get it twisted as far as developers and how the first party output. Yes, that's common. I know that, but I'm just talking about on paper. When people look at it, comparing when they go into the store, that power narrative is going to play a huge point of people purchasing decisions.
Okay, but also with more power becomes more price, though. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's a sticky situation.
That's what I was.
It's a sticky situation.
That's what I was gonna say. It's gonna affect it if they're both the same price.
Yeah.
And one is one is 9 T-flops and the other one is 12 T-flops. So if the PS5 is 9 T-flops, it has to be cheaper than the Series X.
But why is it struggling with the price right now, Chris? That's why I'm questioning that.
No, but let me say something, right? If the power thing is that matters, right? So how is that back in 2017, Black Friday, the Xbox One X didn't win NPD, if that was the case?
Yeah, but I'm saying that's a refresh console. That's not the actual.
It don't matter.
At that point, look, you already 4 years into the generation. You know what I mean?
Hey, okay, Jay Barry. Wrong question. What mattered the most, okay, at the beginning of the generation? The fact that, I mean, how much, what was it? The Xbox One was what, fucking 1.4 T-flops, and then the PS4 was what, 1.8 or some shit? Like, what mattered the most? The fact that the fucking damn the PS4 was $100 cheaper, or the fact that it was goddamn 5 T-flops more powerful? Like, you know what mattered the most? The goddamn price. That's the whole point.
I think it both played.
Well, it was a double whammy. It accentuated all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You're like, God damn, this is more powerful and cheaper. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But price is always first, dog.
Yeah.
The message.
But this also goes to my fact that I would like PlayStation to be more powerful, because even if like Microsoft be like, oh, we're gonna price it cheaper, yeah, you got a less powerful console that's cheaper. But you having the more powerful console that is priced a certain way, like a hardcore gamer is going to be like, yo, okay, I'm going to get that. You know what I mean? I understand the casuals and all that might get the cheaper shit, but then we're going to go into the games that's being outputted for the consoles and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So
if that would be the case, Xbox X would win NPD 2017. If that would be the case, Jabari. Because if I want power, even I have a PlayStation, I'm a PlayStation fan, I will go out there and buy the X if I wouldn't care about the power.
No,
so
yeah.
PS4 Slim really took the life of that Xbox One X. It took the life. That's why you see the Xbox fanboys.
There's a lot of factors when it comes to the X, because the X, they also took the incentives to even use to buy the console, because they had their games on other platforms. You had your games on Steam. You have your games on Windows 10.
That hasn't changed, bro.
I'm not disagreeing with that. That's why I say I'm not getting that Series X, because I don't have no incentives to really go and get it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not my preferred platform, so I'm not going to go out my way like I did this generation to buy that console. You know what I mean? Like, I already gave Microsoft my chance. They already had my chance with me. I bought 3 Xbox Ones. I wasn't satisfied with the game output. I felt like I was being robbed of my purchase because you didn't deliver on what in what I wanted the console to deliver.
That's where I'm at, man. That's where I'm at, man.
But can I ask y'all something? Y'all really think the PS5 is much weaker than the Series X? Do y'all really think so?
I think there's a chance. I always go back to this point right here. I remember Mark Cerny saying in an interview one time, way back, right? He said in order to do, before the X came out, right? He said in order to do, to really get 4K, you need 8 teraflops. I always go back to that. So I don't know what the fuck. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
8 teraflops of what?
9 teraflops seems about right to my black ass. That's all I'm saying. I mean, look, for what they want to do is what they want to do. What they want to sell it at is what they want to sell it at. That's what they want to do.
Is that the CPU would be capable of GPU if they only have 36 compute units at 2 gigahertz? That doesn't add up, to be honest with you. If they have 36, like they say, and it's RDNA 0.9, whatever, it's going to be higher than 9.2 teraflops when you factor in clock speeds.
Yeah, see, I don't know about all that. You got to inform me about all that.
When did Mark Cerny say that? Because when you're dealing with two different architectures, that's when he said
2016.
Yeah, that's different architecture. So you don't. Yeah,
that was 4 years ago.
That's
2016.
That's a completely.
I'm not saying it's definitely the case. I'm just saying, what if that's correct? Well, we just found out. Okay, the rumor of 12 T-flops. We just found out that is fact. We have that now, right? So also included with that rumor was the 9.2 teraflops. So what I'm saying is, what if?
I don't think it's gonna be 9 T-flops, but that's kind of what the point that Persona was saying and that I was saying is that Sony needs to already come out and just nip all these rumors in the butt and just come out with the official facts so we can stop saying, well, it's 9 T-flops or what if it's this, that, and the third. But I mean, I don't believe it's going to be.
I mean, I'm saying it don't matter to me. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm bringing it up. It don't matter at all to me.
One thing that I think one thing that everyone here has to understand, when it comes like to the hardcore gamer, the ones that read the articles, the ones that follow this stuff religiously like we do, we are the minority. The percentage of gamers that follow to the level that we do is in the single digit percentile. Majority, as gaming has become much more mainstream, different things, it's much more easy to kind of, you got a bigger pool of people. Everyone's not following this shit. You feel me? It's like I said back in the day when it came to the grandma going to the store to get Billy a new console. You feel me? Grandma's not talking about, 12 teraflops and 9, but yo, which one's better? And going into the store, if it says, hey, this does 12, this does 9, which number's greater, 12 or 9? You feel me? I'm not saying, this is why I'm saying information.
Okay, but what costs more?
Listen, hey.
That's how casual gonna be.
No. Yes, what costs more? That is definitely a good point to add. But all of this, what happened?
This guy in the chat, Nika, says Sony silence to me means that we can buy a margin. I mean, by a lot. They love to flap their guns on Twitter when Xbox messes up. Now they got punched in them and they're silent. But really, because I could have sworn.
I mean, all right, hold on. See, now, I hate how you have to like really go into serious details on people. Guys, let's get one thing straight here. This is a podcast where we're having a conversation about all this shit. By no means is Xbox curb stomping anybody, like right now or ever. Because they like if the games are telling, just look at this generation alone. That's all I'm gonna say. Nintendo is passing up Xbox. Xbox is in last place. Listen, I get it. They put out some news. You hype. You excited. Cool.
This shit came out in goddamn 2017.
Let's not get big headed here, okay? Like, Xbox is still in third place, last place this generation. All right, let's get that straight.
We're talking about next generation. They saying like Microsoft has a head start. Sony is dead. Sony gotta hurry up. I'm like,
the problem with that is apparently they're not going to release like games taking advantage of the Series X, and it's only for that system for the first 2 years.
Right,
Very true. Why you buying an X?
Phil Spencer alluded to that.
You really got to be a fanboy to buy an X.
I mean, they are ahead in the info in the info for the next generation.
Yeah, that's all they're ahead in. They're only ahead in information.
Yeah, they're not ahead in games and nothing like that. Like that.
Ain't nobody saying that.
At the end of the day, right? Because both of these consoles are going to release around the same time. So, you know what I mean? So as far as information, they're ahead. But as far as when the console release, they're releasing at the same time. So it's going to be even.
At the end of the day, I just need PlayStation.
And we don't know clock speeds, y'all. So that's another thing, because the X is 1172 megahertz or 1.172 gigahertz. The Xbox Series X, I think the maximum
We get
they
more
would be
power every
about the
generational
16,
question you have to question
1700
console will give you.
at 48
More
CUs.
noticeable performance for a cheaper price tag? That's the
Yeah, I don't know what
question.
none of that.
At the end of the day,
But
PlayStation exclusives go to PC. I won't be buying neither one of these consoles.
Let me shout out the super chat by Vedra. He says, "We got more power every generational leap, regardless. The question you have to ask yourself is which console is going to give you more noticeable performance for a cheaper price tag. That's the true question."
I think Microsoft can do that, but not cheaper. But Microsoft is good at software. I'll be honest with you, trickery and getting more frames. The CPUs are always clocked at a higher frequency. I'll notice, even though the 360 and PS3 was both 3.2 gigahertz. I think that performance-wise, like frames per second, I think Microsoft could give you that better.
I'm still timid on that bullshit. I believe it when I see it. I mean, I don't care how powerful they are. I'm waiting for developers to actually give a fuck about giving us fucking 60 frames per second.
They're not going to do that until we say so.
Well, we, the hardcore, say so, but it's the goddamn rest of the motherfuckers.
The casuals don't know. That's why it's pointless at this point.
Casuals love everything. I love it.
Because I'm like, with this power, so-called power that's in the box, there should be no reason why we can't. I'm not asking for 4K 60 every game. I'm saying, look, put optional goddamn 60 frame modes in there at lower resolutions if you have to. That's all I'm asking for.
But
That's
they shouldn't have to, at least according to the Xbox specs, they definitely shouldn't have to.
I mean, well, engines get a little, more taxing. So as the generation goes on,
that's because they aren't good developers. The power's there. They got that shit. That power's there.
Microsoft dropped this news at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Just like they did with 360.
By Phil Spencer, big head of Xbox, February 24th, 2020 at 6 a.m. Damn, that's early as fuck.
6:03 a.m.
And West Coast, that's probably 3 a.m., right?
Yep. That's just like the 360.
I didn't hear about that shit till later on in the afternoon.
I heard it in the afternoon.
I heard it in the morning. I heard it around like 9 o'clock.
You know what's crazy? Right after that, like back in the 360 days, they did that same thing with the CPU. And the very next days, it was leaked that Sony would be using an NVIDIA GPU, and it was weaker. So, you know what? That might happen. Like, Sick was like, OBJ was like, what if they tell you tonight? What y'all gonna do? Think about it. What y'all gonna do if Sony released info tonight or tomorrow? What's gonna happen?
I do feel that PlayStation
tomorrow you will see a podcast of me.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. I do think PlayStation will be announcing news very soon because, like I said, Microsoft, they did the reveal of the Xbox knowing that CES is coming up, assuming that something's going to happen. That's just my assumption, by the way. This is not.
I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. They going to announce a state of play, and then they going to come out later in that day and announce that they pulling out of the state of play because of the coronavirus, nigga. That's what the fuck going to happen. I'm going to tell you that shit right there now. That's what's gonna happen.
You know what needs to happen as well? You know what needs to happen? Yo, Jim Ryan, I know you're listening to this podcast. I need you to get your ass on Twitter so you guys can see the actual fan base and communicate a little bit. Not even communicate, just see how the community is responding.
Check out Digital Foundry.
I'm pretty sure he sees that shit. I'm pretty sure he sees it.
Don't be too conservative. Don't be like Nintendo.
Yeah, because
But also,
Sean
like
Layden's on Twitter. You know what I mean? He responds to fans and stuff like that. This dude out here.
But also, everybody who has a problem with Genron and everybody who has a problem with these like PlayStation in general, y'all need to start adding them motherfuckers in your complaints, man.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because they ain't hearing shit that you know they ain't hearing.
Also, Sean Layden liked Xbox tweet, by the way, about the reveal, the 12 ERDNA. Mikey Barra liked it.
They gotta add them motherfuckers, man. Tell them niggas where that shit at. Where that shit
definitely.
at.
But yo, guys, we're gonna close it up here, guys. It was definitely a pleasure. Everybody, just give your outro real quick. Shout out where you at, your channel, all that good stuff, man. And we're gonna start with my man Hustle and Motivate, man. This is the first time on here. Get my man Hustle in here. Hustle, man, give us your outro, bro.
Thank you for having me. It definitely was fun. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hustle and Motivate. Stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights at 7 p.m. I'm streaming tonight, and I'm playing Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. I am on the path to partner. I just made affiliate on Friday. I want to thank everyone for the support for that. Thank you very much. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, whether it's PlayStation, Xbox, not Nintendo because they judge
platform.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Please check me out at
Twitch,
7 p.m. on Twitch. And my YouTube
channel
is
name.
Hustle and Motivate.
The channel name for Twitch is
Hustle and Motivate.
Together?
Hustle and Motivate. I'm linking that.
You can drop the link.
Yes, the word and because Twitch didn't let me use the symbol like I wanted to.
Yeah, let's drop your link in there.
Yeah, I got it.
You know
Hustle and Motivate. What the fuck?
Yo, then we have my man OBJ the Dawn. OBJ, give us your outro, bro.
What's going on? What's going on, Barry? Thanks for having me. You know what I mean?
Hold on, Jay.
Everybody in the chat, make sure you hit the like button. You know what I mean? I tell you what, all y'all insiders out there who y'all better hope that goddamn PS5 is 9.2 teraflops because shit, if it's anything more, I'm on your ass, baby. Because y'all scream this shit to the heavens, so y'all better hope so. But anyway, y'all take it easy, have fun for the rest of the day, play some games.
Lit. Yo, Salazar Naruto, what's good, man? Definitely appreciate you coming through. Yo, Veja, he dropped a 25 sec. He said, remember The Last of Us demo on PC, performance over power. Facts, man, facts. Yo, then we have my man El Matador. Is he there?
He's muted.
Oh, he's muted. Yo, go ahead, the almighty Spartan God. Go ahead, man.
I don't have no channel, my nigga. Y'all can catch me in the YouTube streets. Y'all know me already. The almighty Spartan God. Basically, just play y'all games, bro. We got Neo 2, the beta coming out. We got the actual game coming out. We got Tsushima, Last of Us. Y'all got Ori over there on Xbox. Please discuss the games instead of the hardware. Remember, they're going to be backwards compatible anyway, so why not play them now?
Yo, can you hear me? Yo.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Oh, sorry. But yeah, man. This is El Matador 809. Look, people, I know you want that PS5 news. I know Sony will drop it, and it's going to blow the internet like they always do. And I will say it again, here we always gay. Ghost of Tsushima over The Last of Us. Give him the year 2020.
Nigga, mute this nigga. Mute this nigga. Mute this nigga.
And Final Fantasy 7 remake. I almost forgot that. There we go.
So, yo, Matador, OBJ, don't be coming in here disrespecting me. Talking about
hey man, hey, I'm just saying what greatness is gonna be, man.
Hey yo,
yeah,
man,
it won't be Final Fantasy.
J Barry talk about goddamn Final Fantasy more than Craig talk about goddamn Mass Effect around here.
Yo, Spartan guy, I thought we was teammates, man. You know what I mean? You're just gonna betray me like that?
Definitely getting it. When it come out again? What's the new date?
April 10th, man.
April 10th.
That's mad fall.
But you heard what the man said. The second best lisp on YouTube, Chris Righteous. Yo, give us your outro, bro, and let them know what's the game of the year.
Yo, it was fun. Thanks for letting me on. Shout out to everybody on the panel. It was fun talking to y'all. Shout out to everybody that watched. Hit the like buttons. And yeah, man, you can follow me at Twitter at Chris Righteous. I'm also probably gonna be I'm not a YouTuber, but I'm gonna be uploading videos very soon, mainly surrounding Final Fantasy VII. I have a lot to talk about that. I was gonna talk about it more today with Jay Barr, but we didn't get enough time. But yeah, obviously, you know what I mean. I'm excited for The Last of Us 2. That's gonna be an amazing game. I'm excited for Ghost of Tsushima. But the game of the generation is definitely gonna be that Final Fantasy VII remake.
Blasphemous, man. Blasphemous.
You already know, man. You already know, man.
Blasphemous, man.
Yo, and then we got my boy, my brother from another mother, NY the greatest, the card god, Mr. Gaming with Persona. Persona, keep it so NY. Keep it so NY like them boys that made PlayStation.
Yo, what's good, guys? What's good?
You gotta represent the greatest nation.
Yo, guys, what's good? Your boy Persona. Always good to be on Speak from the Heart, home away from home. For me, you can follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. My YouTube channel is Gaming with Persona. You can follow me there as well. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to my boy Jay Barry. Subscribe to everybody here, man. Everyone's definitely got really good perspectives when it comes to gaming. Yo, man, appreciate everybody that came through, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I mean, I need that news, PlayStation. I need that news. I need that news.
Facts,
but
man.
PlayStation's still the best. Okay, bye.
100%, yo. And is that Dragon Sword in here? Oh, I see Dragon Sword. Yo, Dragon Sword, man. He got us deafened. I don't know if he can hear us.
I think he's muted. He's been muted.
Oh, he'll come if we. Oh, somebody left. But yo, guys, definitely appreciate everybody coming through. Shout out to everybody with the donations. I appreciate it. Just know that it's not needed. I will still see your comments. I'll still read them out. I'll still shout you guys out. But definitely do appreciate you guys supporting the channel, man. Shout out to everybody that came through to Speak from the Heart, getting their 2 cents off. And like I said, guys, Speak from the Heart is an open discussion. Like podcasts. You know what I mean? If you want to say your 1-2, you want to say your thoughts on gaming, on the topics that's going to be placed on the show, come on through, man. The Discord is right there in the description. You just sign up and not sign up, but you just click the link and join the Discord. But one thing I gotta say before we get up out of here is that Xbox guys, you had no problem with waiting for Xbox to deliver a great game. You're still waiting on that, so you can wait a little bit more for the PS5 news. That's my damage control for the night.
Hot garbage.
Hot garbage. That Xbox Series X, hot garbage. With your boy Jay Barry, man, and I'm gone, guys. Deuces.